I'm the guy that's in charge.
I'm just happy I'm on the other side of the studio. I can't even come close to taking credit for that one.
Absolutely. You are listening to the Mackey Motors pregame show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Jeff Blackman and Jeff Honnold. We're always going to crash when we work together. And we were pretty good the first 2 weeks. This is the third Friday in a row you and I've done
it. It didn't even start out right good today.
No.
I mean, we were crashing before the studio even crashed.
This is going to be like a 10-car pile.
Oh, yeah, there might be a semi going through a couple of them, too.
Absolutely. But it is a gorgeous night for football. There's hardly a cloud in the sky. A few off to the south. We've got right now still about 82 degrees outside, so going to be a little bit warm. But that sun beginning to dip down, and that temperature going to drop down into the 60s and 50s fairly quickly. So it's a beautiful night.
On.
I do, absolutely.
First time for me in the press box. Thank you, people at Carroll. It's I have not called a game since we've had it here, and
3 years into it. And
3 years in, I just you always send me out. So actually, I think they had a block on me from the stadium. I couldn't get in, but
we did.
I snuck in. I came from the other side this time.
You can thank Kim. She paid a huge fee to be able to get it, so you're allowed into the stadium.
It's probably a bigger fee than you're not in here. But what a beautiful stadium. It's air conditioned, and we're enjoying it. So
you bet.
Fun night for football.
And it is homecoming for the Carroll Tigers tonight as they're hosting Creston. And Jeff, your daughter, Kinsey, one of the Queen candidates.
First one of my 3 daughters,
Yep, homecoming court. And it was Alec Collison winning Queen last night. Tyson Bordenaro winning the King. And if I remember right, did they not walk him out here again tonight?
They did come out, my daughter had to have the pleasure of walking her out with her mother yesterday. So I didn't get punched or anything, so that went well. But really nice group, great group of kids.
Absolutely.
Great homecoming court.
You probably know them all off the top of your head. Run me through.
Well, let me go through the girls. I'll go through the girls. So Ella Carlson was queen. You had Kennedy Lean, Trinity Chassel, Kenzie Honnold,
Linda
LaFoon, and am I missing one? No, I think that's one. And then you had Pettit,
Feldman,
Bordenaro.
No,
not Christensen. Bordenaro, and I'm missing one. I'm sorry, folks.
Okay.
My memory is gone.
I thought maybe means you were there at the ceremony.
Well, again, I'm a dad there. I wasn't paying complete attention. So.
Absolutely, I understand how that goes. But congratulations to everybody.
Fun group. They were having They had a lot of fun last night, and I think they went to the Fairview Elementary today. In different shifts. They went and spent some time on the playgrounds with them. So.
And that's really cool.
Fun time. Yeah, those kids love that. That's a great. Though I think the older kids like it more than the little kids do. They get to hang out and remember how much fun it used to be. So
get to go slide and swing and all that stuff you haven't done in a long time.
But you just see the spark in a kid's eyes. It makes it a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And we've got a football game coming up. We're about 10 minutes away from getting things underway here tonight. Carroll Tigers coming in 2-4 on the season. Again, their losses all really to ranked teams. Glenwood not quite in the top 10, but just outside the top 10. And all their losses are to teams ranked in the top 5. So this Tiger team, Jeff, has played good football teams well this year. So even though they're sitting at 2-4, I know Denny doesn't say it because he says your record is who you are.
It is.
But I think this team, if in a different district, would probably not be 2-4 coming into tonight.
Agreed. And again, we don't know what the situation is going to be for playoffs. We know they're in. Everybody's in.
Yep.
Are they going to be in the pot? Are they going to get the number 1 in the district? Are they going to be getting a 2? Or 2 sister pods going to go together? Or how they're going to do it? We have no idea.
Mag Director attends the police to the football field. As the Morris Gun Post number 7 Carroll American Legion.
And members of the Carroll High School Marching Band, Mrs. Jennifer Swope, Drum Major Hannah Bush, and Hayden Top, as they present our national anthem. Please stand. And gentlemen, please remove your caps and hats. And remember our men and women stationed here in our nation and around the globe. And those that lost their lives defending our freedom and our way of life. Now, let's honor America and address our colors on the field for our national anthem.
flu shot at McFarland Clinic. Go to mcfarlandclinic.com/flu.
Of appetites. Like us on Facebook to get updates on the best
But I won't have to stay and wait for the playoff pairings.
No.
What I wanted to tell everybody is, if you haven't heard yet, the association did put out yesterday in a release that playoff pairings will be announced Saturday. They originally had been saying 10 o'clock. That got switched to noon, so it'll be sometime probably noonish or a little bit later. But we won't have playoff pairings. You still need to listen to the new A4 Scoreboard show tonight. We'll talk with all the coaches, kind of get their thoughts, and Nathan Cones and Drew Derrickson will do a good job of kind of previewing maybe what some of the districts and what some of the, some of the playoff pairings could look like. But you'll hear from the coaches, you'll get all the scores. But I won't have playoff pairings out until tomorrow because they aren't going to be released.
And we like those guys at the state, but they're giving, and then they're going to reseed or redo it then in 2 weeks after the first 2 weeks.
So what you're going to do is you're going to have pods to start with. So you're going to end up, as you were talking earlier, district champions.
I don't think it is. I think to me, the way when they say pods, I have in my head they're going to do geographic areas and try to limit the travel.
Right.
So I think possibly they could throw districts out and just kind of go area. So and try to put district champions in different.
From what they've talked about though is potting you up with a different district. So it's going to be a sister district is kind of what they talked about. So we'll see exactly what happens there. But yes, after the first 2 weeks, they will then look at the 16 teams that are remaining in each of the classes. They'll seed them there. So you'll get a 1 through 16.
And you might actually get a better tournament out of this.
Absolutely. I think this is a change they may look at kind of staying with in the future. I know the schools may be a little frustrated because you might be missing a home game or maybe two throughout the season. So that's some gate and revenue that the schools may be missing out on. But I do think
I don't know if every team needs to qualify.
Are pretty happy with how this is kind of played out.
I do, but I don't think if every team needs to qualify. I think you could cut maybe the bottom 1 or 2 out of a district.
Maybe go 8 weeks and cut 1 round out.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, there should be some kind of reward for.
But it's the only sport. It's the only sport. You hear from football coaches that are at the programs that are down at the bottom.
Yeah.
is that every other sport, everybody qualifies for technically the postseason, so they feel they need to be able to do that too. Carroll Tigers are going to be receiving the kickoff here tonight. Let's take a quick look at our starting lineup for the Tigers. Again, up front, Carter Vanami, Ethan Hacker, Tyson Bordenero, Nolan Landauer, and Mitchell Owen are your offensive linemen. The wide receivers tonight, Colby Christensen, Torrey Feldman. The slot guys are Abe Dirks and Cade Schabel. The running back is Ryan Johnston, and the quarterback will be Kellen Jones. Starting lineup for the Creston defense. The down linemen, the defensive ends are Jackson Kinsler, also Derek Pop, and Andy Weiss. The linebackers here this evening are Connor Travis, Briley Hayes, Garen Worster, Gage Scarda, and Gannon Grewalt. The cornerbacks here this evening are again Colby Berg and Gannon Grewalt. And then the safeties are Evan Bruce and Brody Wallace. And an onside kick for Creston to open things up. And we're going to see who ended up falling on the football. And I think it is the Creston Panthers who fall on the onside kick. So the Panthers going to end up getting the football first here this evening.
They started in that bunch thing, kind of like Carroll used to do, where you run up and usually break out. They just kicked it and went after it. So, I guess when you're struggling on the year, what do you got to lose, right?
Absolutely. Final game of the regular season. So let's take a look at their starting lineup tonight. Offensively, Avery Fuller, Owen Richards, Jackson Kinsella, Chris Wilson, and Keegan Smith are the offensive linemen. The wide receivers are Derek Pop, Brant Baker, and Colby Berg. We'll get you the rest of the lineup here. Cole Strider, Garen Worster, and Briley Hayes with Strider as the tailback. They'll line up in the pistol formation. They're going to hand the football off to Worster on the first play from the Tiger 49-yard line. Going to be a gain of 3 down to the 46-yard line. It'll bring up second down and 7 to go. We'll give you that Carroll defense here real quick. Tanner Pontown, Tyson Bordenero, and Caden Cook are the down linemen. The linebackers are Slade Siebenaller, Cade Schabel, Jack Troutman, Abe Dirks, and Gus Collison. The cornerbacks are Emmanuel Gigolo and also Torrey Feldman. And the safety here tonight is Jackson Kuhlman. Second down, we'll call it 7 to go for the Panthers. They're going left to right or north to south across your radio dial here in this first quarter of play. Pistol formation, trips to the left, one wide receiver, that is Baker out to the right. They're going to fake the handoff, and Strider hit. I think that's Siebenaller coming in from the linebacker position, and Slade going to make the tackle back at the Panther 48-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 6 on the play. It'll bring up third down and long.
In that first one where they got the 3-yard gain, Carroll they held the line of scrimmage, but there was a lot of gaps in there. This time you saw the gaps fill, and Siebenaller had a wide open shot through the gap and made that tackle. So nice to see Carroll taking over the control of the line of scrimmage.
Motor and player of the game coming up following the game tonight. We'll have that for you in the post game. Again, pistol formation out of the shotgun. Trips again to the left. They're going to throw it. Going downfield, and the ball is overthrown. He was looking for Baker. The coverage out there by Torrey Feldman. Feldman, Jeff, almost stopped and thought it was going to be a short ball. Then realized it was deep, but was able to get back, and the ball was overthrown. It'll bring up fourth down. We'll see if they look to punt it away, and they will.
I was watching warm-ups. I know it's hard to believe I was paying attention. I wasn't just sitting up here eating my M&Ms.
Yes.
But, they struggled. All the guys I watched, running backs, receivers, they all struggled catching the ball. So I look for that to be a factor. It looks like it has to, even perfect passes and warm-ups were a struggle.
Derek Pop will punt it away. Tigers got some pressure. It's a low, wobbly punt over towards the Creston sideline on the east side of the field. It'll go out of bounds in between, I think, the 25 and 26-yard line. Pop had been averaging about 37.5 yards per punt. They're going to mark it out of bounds at the Tiger 23-yard line, and that is where Carroll will have it first down and 10. No score here in the ballgame. 10:30 left in the first quarter.
Well, let's see if Carroll can come out and take care of this line of scrimmage. Typically in a game like this, it's the one that wins the up front battle is the one that's really going to put the game away early.
And I know for Coach McCartan, getting that running game established, they're averaging about 2.3 yards per carry. They want to change that tonight. They'll start out I formation, one wide receiver, that's Feldman out to the right. They'll turn, hand it off to Ryan Johnston. In between right guard and right tackle, he'll have a nice gain out past the 25, out to around the 27-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 4, make it to 28-yard line. A pickup of 5 on the play. It'll bring up a second down. We'll call it 5 yards to go. Very good push up front, Jeff.
They did a nice push. They didn't push the other team back, but they made a big enough seam to let Johnson go through. And Johnson doesn't need very much. If there's not a hole there, he'll make a hole. So nice run that time.
Feldman again splits out to the right. A ball on the right hash mark. 2 tight ends set I formation. Creston 3 down linemen, 5 linebackers. They'll hand it off again. And not much running room that time for the Tigers. Tackle going to be made at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it'll bring up a second down now. We'll call it, or third down, I should say, and we'll call it about 5 yards to go.
Gage Scarata blitzed that time from his linebacker position, got through. Actually come from the cornerback position, blitzed through there, and really hit him right as the ball was handed off. Didn't give him enough room to get speed up. So, again, the line not able to pick that blitz up.
Tigers that time had Caden Cook on that carry. This time they'll come out shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers out here to the left. Going to throw it to the right. Pass is complete. Going to be just shy of the first down the way it looks. Pass complete to Feldman out there. Needed 5. Got about 4.5. So it's going to bring up 4th down and less than a yard to go.
Tough spot. I thought maybe he was a little closer than that. But the referee is right there. But from up here, it looks like he was closer to the marker, and he got marked back a little bit. So they're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it here. They'll come back out I formation. Feldman again going to split out to the right. 2 tight end set. Again, Creston with pretty much 9 guys in the box right now, and they're just going to keep it with Kellen Jones. Didn't need much of a push, got some of a push, and he's going to get out past the 34-yard line, or just to the 34-yard line, so a gain of 2 on the play. That'll be enough for a Tiger first down.
Yeah, it didn't even get a slip off the hip. He had to go right straight up the middle, and a nice push that time by the line. They got exactly what they needed, got a couple yards on that, and got plenty of space. So that's all pushing. That's all leverage. That's the weight room right there. You got to be able to push somebody out of the way, and the Tigers did it.
It'll be first down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball over on the right hash mark. Scoreless ball game. 8:55 left first quarter. Tigers will break the huddle. Going to split 1 wide receiver out to the right. That is Colby Christensen, number 2. I formation, they'll send a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Johnson, trying to get the right edge. Breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Gets out past the 35, out to the 37-yard line. A pickup of about 3 on the play. It'll bring up second down. Let's call it 7 yards to go. Good, tough running that time from Ryan Johnson.
Well, and, you know, when I was a little lad, they taught me don't try to tackle a big boy up high. And everybody's trying to get him around the shoulder pads, and he's just flicking them off like they're a little bug. And, you know, there was no way I'd hit that big boy up high. He's going to knock you over. And a good job of running hard and getting himself some extra yardage just by shoving guys out of the way.
Christensen splits to the right, trips out here to the left. That's Dirks, Schabel, and Feldman. Jones wanting to throw. He's going deep for Christensen down the field. We had some contact, and there is going to be pass interference. Going to go against the Creston Panthers.
Well, it looked like he was trying to do a one-armer, but that's because the other arm was being held back. So when you only get a one-armed attempt at it, and he still got his hand on the ball, so that'll be a good 15 yards and get things going here.
So that'll, be a first down for the Tigers.
And I'm not sure what the coach over on the other side is complaining about. His arm was held behind his back, so it's a little tough to make catch with that.
Number 1.
Esac County with the touchdown here early on, and they lead now against Maple Valley Antonoto Charter Oak Ute by a score of 7-0. I want to thank Dale Wagner for that update. But again, I've got a lot of people at games that tag me in tweets so that I know what's going on in the game. So I appreciate that all the time.
I deleted it.
Pistol formation for the Tigers, a man in motion. Jones going to run the option to the left side. It's got Jones here, Johnson with him. He cuts it up inside and keeps it. Gets down to about the 30, let's give him the 40-yard line. A pickup of 8 on the play for Kellen Jones. And Jeff, he's one of those guys athletic at that quarterback position, kind of gives him another running back at that quarterback spot, though he can't throw the football.
Must take after his mom. Yeah, you know what, and that's what you need. I mean, he was able to cut that ball up, and, you know, most kids would have pitched off. He had space, he saw the hole, and then he made athletic moves out there to even get some more yardage. So that'll keep that defense guessing, and a good move and a good decision.
Feldman will split out here to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left. Johnston lines up to the left of the quarterback. Jones are going to send a man in motion. That's Dirks trying to get him on the edge with that great quickness. Woo! He'll get down inside the 40 with a lot of good contact from him at the end of that run. He'll get down to the 37-yard line. A pickup of 3 should be enough for a Tiger first down, and it will. First carry here tonight for Abe Dirks. And Jeff, at the end of that play, he went out of bounds. He lowered his shoulder to make contact. You can tell
he didn't lower the shoulder. He lowered the boom, baby. He said, "You're going to take me down. You're going to pay for it." So he went right over the guy. He did go out of bounds, but boy, did he put a pop on. And you know, that's good. That's what you want. You don't want them just going down. Get a lick in on the way down, make them think about tackling.
Scoreless game here, 7 minutes remaining first quarter. Tigers first down and 10 from the 37. Jones again going to run the option to the right side. Tosses it to Johnson, looking for a block. Troutman got it for him on the edge, but guy able to fight off that broad block, makes the tackle on Johnston at the 35-yard line. A pickup up 2 on the play. Ryan now 3 carries for 10 yards on the night. It'll bring up second down and 8 to go. Tigers with the ball over on the right hash mark.
See, and that was a safety. He knew better than to go up high. Those little guys, you know, they're going to go at the ankles, so they caught him there. But a good head of steam, got a good 5 yards or 3 yards at least, and again, positive yards on first down, so that's good.
Christensen will check in as Siebenoller checks out. Christensen get a split out to the right. Feldman, Schabel, Dirks, it looks like, split out here to the left. Shotgun formation. Jones steps, throws, and again, he's got Christensen over on the right sideline, but knocked out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 on the play. First catch tonight for Colby Christensen. 10th play of the drive coming up for the Tigers here. Christensen now with 14 catches on the season for 157 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for Carroll.
Did they move that ball back? I thought it was spotted forward.
No, it was at the 31. That's where they marked him going out of bounds. Your vision starting to get to you?
I think, yeah, probably. Just add to it.
Pistol formation. A guy goes in motion. That's Troutman. He'll go from right to left. Jones going to keep it, and he's going to have close to the first down as he dives down and around the 26-yard line. Should be a pickup of 5. That'll move the chains. He needed 4, got 5. And a good job and a good decision that time from Kellen Jones. And the Tigers have it first down and 10 now at the 26-yard line.
You know, and you're seeing a lot of good things. And you're also seeing them use that short pass, kind of the Northwestern style. Just kind of dink and dunk you and then smash you with a run. And that should open up that long pass here before too long. They're going to get him on a hitch and go on these things.
Christensen splits out to the right. 2 wide receivers to the left, Feldman and Schabel. Shotgun formation. They're going to put Troutman in motion. They'll hand it off to Johnston. Got some running room, splits the tackle and gets down inside the 20, down near the 17-yard line. A pickup of 9 on the play. Best run of the night for Ryan Johnston. It'll be 2nd down and 1 to go. And Jeff, a lot of options right now for the Tigers. 2nd and 1. Yeah. You can kind of go to the end zone here. You feel like you've got 2 plays probably to gain that 1 yard, so it gives you a lot of choices here on 2nd down.
And I think they're finding something here. They're having trouble getting outside, but they're able to hit that off tackle and get themselves outside. So look for more of that, I think.
I'll put a man in motion again. That is Troutman.
Right there.
Hand it off to Johnson. He's got running room. Breaks a tackle. Gets down inside the 5 as he's spun down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll be at 1st and goal for the Carroll Tigers. Scoreless ball game. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter, but the Tigers are threatening.
Put that down on one of those that never happens. I was right. But again, Denny's seeing the same thing I am, that the line is able to hit him quick and open up the gap, and Johnson's hitting that hole fast and hard. Then let him do the work in the secondary. You don't have to go all the way to the outside to get that long run. He's doing it right up the middle. So
South Central Calhoun leading Belmont Clemmy 6-0. It is Coon Rapids Baird over Glidden Ralston 14-0. Both those in the first quarter. Tigers come out I formation. They've got Feldman split out here to the left. They'll turn, hand it off to Johnson, and he walks in untouched to the end zone. 4-yard touchdown run for Ryan Johnston, and the Tigers on the board.
You know, we're talking about Johnson, but give all the credit that time to the offensive line. They about from the 40 in, they started getting some big holes and hitting the holes quick, and Johnson was able to really exploit that. And that time he didn't even get touched till he was standing in the end zone and a kid touched him. But what a great run, but what a great job by that offensive line to establish that run and push it all the way down.
4th touchdown run of the season for Johnston. Elijah Leon to attempt the extra point. Hold is down, kick is up. It is good. And the Tigers lead it here by a score of 7-0. We'll step away, take a break, back in a minute here on KCIM.
Team Auto Group is a proud supporter of all area sports teams and athletes.
Tigers a 7-0 lead. We will now have the 2-minute official timeout for the quarter.
punch it in on a 4-yard touchdown run and dominated that time up front. Only a couple of passing plays, so 11 rushing plays and 2 passing plays. That's the kind of football that I think Danny McCartan loves to see from his team.
Yeah, and the other thing he likes to see is as the drive went on, his offensive line became more dominant.
Yep.
You know, at the beginning they were having trouble making holes, and they were trying to run outside and finally realized that they could get the holes right up front and get the running backs to go ahead and go outside if they want to, and really worked well. Big holes, big score.
Camden Vilhauer catching a touchdown pass from Tyler Schmidt. ESAC now up 14-0. That game up in East Sac County, so we keep you up to date around the area. Elijah Lee with the kickoff. It is again, and Greywalt on the return for Creston. He's got a block over on the left side. He's got some running room, but he's going to be out past the 35, out to the 37-yard line, but that is going to come back. We got a flag on the field out here at around the 25-yard line.
They caught one, but I think that was Strider out. No, who was that for Carroll? Collison was clear back here at the 15, and the guy had his arms wrapped around his back and was behind him, tackling him face first down on the ground right in front of the white cap, and he missed it. Woo.
Well, their eyes might have been somewhere else.
Wow, that one even my blind eyes saw. So I missed the one here because I was still laughing about the one they missed.
That'll back up the Panthers after that penalty on the kickoff return. So we're going to see where they end up spotting the ball. It's going to be back inside the 20. So instead of being out near the 37-yard line, looks like they're going to mark it down at the 15-yard line. So that is where the Panthers will have their second possession of the night. 3:49 left here in the first quarter of play. Jeff Blankman and Jeff Honnold with you here tonight.
Don't bring my name up in this train wreck.
Colby Berg splits out to the left. Strider wanting to throw on first down. It is complete to Baker.
Nice
Baker with a nice move to get it. Now he's trying to cut back across field, and he's going to get out to the 25-yard line. Going to be very, very close, if not enough for the first down. Should be enough for the first down, and it'll bring up either, yep, they are going to move the chain, so a first down. And that was just a really nice play by Baker. Made the catch, his 12th of the season, Jeff, and then was able to sidestep a couple of defenders.
Yeah, got his foot planted on the ground a couple times, made a couple good cuts, good acceleration. There wasn't much of a pass play, but he just kind of ran away from everybody.
Shotgun formation again for Strider. 2 wide receivers out to the left. He's got trips to the right. Tigers with 3 down linemen come with a blitz from the outside. They get to him, but he's able to get it away. Pass is complete to Berg. Berg again able to get away from a defender and going to be knocked out of bounds by Slade Siebenaller out at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 19 on the play that time for the Panthers. And Jeff, all of a sudden, their passing game has gotten going these first 2 plays.
Carroll being a little lazy out there on their tackling, letting him get loose. And he's got enough speed, you can't let him loose. They're going to have to stay on tight and make sure you get that tackle. They're trying for the big tackle, I think, in the fumble, and you're going to have to stay on it and get the good, just nice solid tackle and keep them at 1 or 2 yards.
Berg Baker split out to the right. Wallace, one of the guys out here to the left, or Berg Baker out to the left, and this time Strider going to keep it. They snapped it to him out of the shotgun, and he just takes off running with it. He's got good athleticism and gets into Tiger territory down to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 11 on the play, and that'll be enough for another first down. So 3 plays and 3 straight first downs right now for the Creston offense.
They're catching Carroll on a blitz on that one, and he just took off and got in the secondary. Carroll's playing man-to-man, so everybody is chasing somebody, and then they have to come back. And again, they got a couple guys with speed. Kind of tough to get in the open field. They're making really good moves and running hard.
Belmont Clemmy with a touchdown extra point leads South Central Calhoun 7-6, 4:09 left first quarter here at 7-0 Tigers. 2:35 left first quarter. Trips again out to the left. 2 wide receivers to the right. Strider out of the shotgun. Tigers with 3 down linemen, kind of 2 linebackers in the area. Again, they'll come with 4 pass across the middle, and it is going to be caught. That was a nice catch that time by Pop, his 7th of the season. He'll get down to the 31-yard line, a pickup of 14 on the play, and another first down.
Oh, that's a big boy.
He took a big hit, was able to hold on to that one. I didn't catch the number of who stuck him that time, but he got hit pretty hard as he made that catch.
Yeah, he did one of those across the middle, and as he was going down, they kind of bent the top half of his body forward, so he was okay. But again, Creston now using the quick hitters and really putting the pressure on Carroll. They're not getting to the quarterback, and he's able to do some things because you can't really blitz him because he'll take off running on you.
Berg, Baker, and Bruce out to the left. 2 wide receivers out here to the right. One of those is Wallace. Strider out of the shotgun, wants to throw again, and that one is going to be dropped. He was looking for Bruce out in the flat. Jeff, they put 2 guys deep. Had Bruce, who started as the inside receiver. He dragged and then came across towards the sideline. He was open, but the ball dropped, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, if I'm Carroll, I think I'm worried more about the underneath stuff than I am the long. They've had trouble connecting long and catching the ball long. They're more dangerous right now on the underneath stuff and trying to run for extra, so I'd be worried about that.
Don't know if that's the grill or if there's a fire or just some fog or smoke settling in, Jeff, but all of a sudden you look off to that south side of the stadium over on the southeast, and you can see kind of a haze or something setting in. Strider again wanting to throw. Pass is tipped. It's going to be intercepted. Bounced up into the air, and the Carroll will come up with it. It was in the hands of Siebenoller, and then he got hit. The ball popped up into the air, and I'm trying to catch the number of the young man that came up with the interception, Jeff. I couldn't quite see who it was. But I think it might have been.
Looks like Dirks.
Maybe
19?
Dirk. No, Dirks would be, or Troutman would be 19.
Troutman.
I was thinking it was maybe 22.
Troutman looks like
that would have been. I think it might have been Shable 22 is what I was thinking. But
so it went into Troutman's hand.
Yep.
Troutman got popped, and then Shable came up with it. There you go.
Tigers' number is a little hard to read, folks. I got to be honest with you.
When they're on the other side, they kind of blend together.
Yeah.
The second number does anyway.
Tigers will have it at their own 39-yard line. Minute 40 left here in the first quarter of play. Pistol formation for Jones. They'll send up man in motion, and we're going to get a flag before the snap. And are we going to get a delay of game? We are. A delay of game, I think, you're going to go against the Carroll Tigers.
Did they reset it?
5-yard penalty. Clock stays stopped.
That seemed pretty quick, really.
It did seem pretty quick, 25 seconds. But I guess if they got it set real quick, that'd be the only thing. But that did seem like a very quick. So that'll cost the Tigers 5 yards. Move the ball back to the 34-yard line. Ball over on the right hash mark. Minute 38 left here in the first quarter of play. Tigers again leading this one by a score of 7-0. Coon Rapids Bear now up 20-0 on Glidden Ralston. Shotgun formation again for Jones. Drops back. Pressure comes from the outside. He's looking deep. He's got Feldman down there. Goes up and almost had it. Had it in his hands. The coverage that time by Greenwald. And Feldman, Jeff, had it until he hit the ground.
Yeah,
and just couldn't squeeze it in.
The only defender he had to worry about was him hitting the ground. And he had it in his hands. Kind of went over his head, and that ground hitting that hard just launched it. But
ball slightly underthrown, so he had to kind of slow up. He had to step on the defender.
Boy, he had it though. He hit the ground so hard it just popped it out. But
what I liked is he went up and tried to catch it with his hands. You see so many guys try to catch it into the body. He caught it with the hands, but the hands weren't in, and then when he hit the ground, it kind of popped away from him. Out of the pistol formation, they'll hand it off to Ryan Johnson. Hit in the backfield, breaks the first tackle, now slips away, and he's going to get positive yards out beyond the 35, out to the 37-yard line. So what should have been about a 2-yard loss ends up being a 3-yard gain for Ryan Johnson. It'll bring up 3rd and 12 now for the Tigers.
And I can tell you the last linebacker he ran over, I wish he would have gotten tackled earlier because he just mowed him over. So good job, hard running there.
Ball again near the right hash mark. Tigers, minute left here in the first quarter, up 7-0. 18 seconds left on the play clock. Motor Inn player of the game coming up following the ball game here tonight. 2 wide receivers out to the left and at 2 to the right. Shotgun formation again with Johnston lined up to the right of Jones. 3-man rush for Creston. They get some pressure, but the ball thrown across the middle. Caught by Feldman. Nice move to sidestep the safety, and he'll get down inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line of Creston.
Yeah, nice job that time. Running basically the same route. Threw it a little quicker this time. Got him going across the middle. Went more for a post rather than towards the flag, so rather towards the center of the field rather than going outside. Nice job of hitting him in stride and able to get that first down and more.
35-yard gain that time on the pass play to Torrey Feldman. Feldman 2 catches here tonight for 39 yards. Came in on the season with just 8 catches for 151 yards, but such a dangerous athlete. They'll split 2 wide receivers out to the right. Got a slot guy on the left side. Pistol formation for Jones. Turns, hands it off to Johnston straight up the middle. And he'll get down inside, down to about the 26-yard line. Let's give him a 2-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8 to go.
You know, and this is the kind of game Carroll really needs going into playoffs. They've really, so far, they're dominating here at the end of the first quarter, but they need this with the district that they have had.
First quarter comes to an end. Carroll Tigers lead it here 7-0. We're back with the second quarter in 1 minute on KCIM.
Tigers 7, Panthers 0.
I mean, you've played the best of the best.
Not that you've been beaten bad beyond maybe that Webster
you
City
survived.
game, but yeah.
Yeah,
but
you've survived.
Yeah.
And you've played, you've challenged them at times. They haven't been comfortable. But again, that rocks your confidence. I mean, any loss you have does not make you feel good if you're an athlete. So, going into it, you thought you were a pretty good team. You're controlling the team like you were supposed to.
Yep.
You're doing everything you're supposed to do. This is what you need. I mean, you're hopefully you get somebody in the middle of the pack in the other district and you work your way through them.
Thanks to Taylor Peavestor for this update. Coon Rapids Bayard rolling right now, up 26-0 midway through the first quarter against Glidden Ralston. Tigers threatening here. Troutman takes it on the jet sweep, and a nice tackle in the backfield that time by Skarda. Skarda slipping through the offensive line, tackle back at the 29, going to be a loss of 3 on the play. Troutman with his first carry here tonight, and that's going to bring up 3rd down now and about 11 to go for the Tigers.
And that might be the only thing that concerns Carroll right now. They're not able to get those edges. I know they'd like to really spread them out, but their best moves have been right up the middle.
Tigers will have it. Shotgun formation for Jones. Johnston lines up to his right, needs to throw it. He's got a man down the middle in Shavel, but ends up getting knocked down. He wanted to let that go, but
I'm not sure he's okay.
Yeah, he went down kind of funky. He's going to be helped up and looks to be all right, but the Tigers can have it 4th down. Yeah, just maybe stepped a little bit wrong there or something.
I think the line phantom got him.
Yeah.
He almost acted like he was going to duck, and he fell over. So.
And he had Cade Shable. That's probably the disappointing thing. Shable was running, Jeff, a pattern as a slot guy. He went just kind of down the middle and then kind of not really, I wouldn't call it a corner pattern.
Yeah.
It was not a fly, but it was just a little bit of an angle. And he was wide open down the middle of the field, but Jones just didn't have time to find him.
I think he saw him, and he tried to duck it. And I think if he'd have stayed on his feet, he'd have been fine. The guy, he just went right on by. But
wanting to throw it again this time, throws it short for Christensen, and that's only going to be a gain down to the 33-yard line, so a pickup of just 4 on the play as the Tigers went for it on downs, and that'll be a turnover on down for the Tigers. That time, Jeff, he really wanted to go deep over here on the right sideline, but it was really good coverage as they had the receiver out there triple teamed.
Yeah, but it's 4th down.
Yep.
So throw it. If they pick it, you're going to pin them deep because most kids won't realize to bat it down, and if they don't, you only gained 4. So what's 4? I mean, that's the time to take those challenges. It's kind of like a offside shot. Take that deep shot.
Yeah, absolutely. 10:33 left here, first half. 7-0 Tigers with the lead. Shotgun formation again for the Panthers. They'll take the snap. Strider hands the football off, and pretty good running room that time for Briley Hayes. They'll get out past the 35, out to the 37-yard line. Jeff, if you can get 4 or 5 yards on a run play, most coaches are going to be satisfied because you anticipate as the game going on, those 4 to 5 yard runs a lot of times going to turn into 7, 8, maybe 9 yard runs, and eventually you'll break one open.
Well, you're ahead of the chains as well. So 4 yards in a cloud of dust, right? You're always ahead of it, and you can keep moving forward on that.
Panorama leading Kemper 13-0 late in the first quarter. That game over on KKRL tonight. Again at shotgun formation. Wants to throw, goes it downfield, and miscommunication that time. He was looking for his receiver, Caleb Howard, and Howard was going to run across the field, and he threw it deep like if he was headed to the end zone on a flat pattern. So would have been open if he'd have broke deep, but Gigolo had good coverage, but he was covering them on that cross.
I believe that was a panic throw.
Yeah.
Because he was about ready to get crushed. So he just kind of let that go, and really more of throw it away rather than throw it in the end zone. He just let her go, and if his guy could go get it, fine. If not, he didn't take that big shot like he was going to get.
Green County up on Shenandoah 8-0 right now. Here it's 7-0 Carroll. 9:52 left first half. Panthers with the football, 3rd down and 5 from their own 38. Ball near the right hash mark. Trips out to the right. 2 wide receiver to the left. Tigers look like they're going to blitz off the edge. They come. Pass is incomplete. Intended receiver was Bruce. And it'll bring up 4th down. This should be a good stop at a punting situation for the Panthers.
Nice adjustment by the Carroll defense that time. They were playing them a little tighter up on the receivers and also putting a little quicker pressure on the quarterback. Got to him a couple times and got that panic throw. So just not let him be comfortable back there. That's what he was the first drive.
Pop set to punt it away again. Kind of had a short one coming into this on his first punt tonight, but it averages about 37.5 yards per punt. Feldman back deep. Tigers come with a lot of pressure. Almost got to it. Feldman will make the catch at the 23-yard line. Picks up a block over here on the outside. He's got the right sideline out past the 45. Nice hesitation move. I think we see a flag. He's going to take it to the end zone, but a flag, Jeff, laying back here at the 46-yard line, and you saw the block.
Crack back. I mean, it wasn't, but it was. I mean, they're either going to call a block in the back, but he did come back and hit him. He didn't need to hit him. If he just stood there, it would have been there, but by rule, it's going to be considered a crackback, but it wasn't. I mean, he didn't try to knock him down or hurt him. The guy didn't have a chance to turn and see it. So they're going to give him, you hope it's just going to be a block in the back, but I think they're going to get the 15.
A great hesitation move, really, by Feldman over here
He set
on
him
the
up.
sidelines to set up that block, absolutely.
Yep, and if the guy that made the penalty would just stopped and stood there, it would have gotten the block. But
I'm trying to look over into the neighbor window, Jeff. They've got the replay with the coaches over there, and I'm trying to see the replay of that block as we do get the call here from the official.
He got him chest to shoulder.
Blindside block. Number 15. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
Yeah, did not give him a chance to get all the way turned around, and all he had to do was stop and stand there. He did extended the forearm into a block situation. If he'd have stopped and let the guy run into him, it's legal. It's hard. I mean, it's that old block you like to do. It's that slobber knocker where they don't see it coming, and it's a lot of fun to do, but it's illegal now.
Yeah,
I
just noticed when I was talking to you, I'm like, there's a guy over there with an iPad that's watching replays of this. So
it's one of the coaches, so I've been watching over there every once in a while.
Tigers with an I formation right now. They'll turn, hand it off to Caden Cook, and not much running room for the fullback, but he's able to squeeze through and pick up a yard. Jeff, a very talented young guy, just has not been able to kind of get broke free so far to the Tigers this year.
No, and he's got some speed there too.
Yep.
I don't understand it. I need to watch it a little more. He should be getting a lot more yards than he is, and I don't understand why he's not.
Yeah.
There's something small fundamentally.
And what I've seen so far tonight is as soon as he gets the handoff, there's not much been for running room for him.
No, and everybody else hitting it. So is he not hitting the hole hard enough? Or just one of those things you got to kind of watch a little bit, and we'll figure it out. 2
wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right now as Troutman goes in motion from right to left. So trips to the left. They're going to throw it behind to Johnston on a swing pass. He's got some running room. He'll pick up a 1st down, gets out near midfield, maybe into Panther territory. Yep, going to mark him down at the Panther 49-yard line. A pickup of 19 on that swing pass.
I don't know if you noticed, but nobody stepped in front of him. They were all tackling him from the side. He had a head of steam, and nobody wanted in front of that. Oh, we got a flag.
We do have a flag on the play.
Far side.
On the far sideline. We've had a few tonight, not a ton.
I don't know, wasn't a lot of blocking over there. He was kind of past there, but we'll see. Hold
call going to go against the Tigers, so that will negate
number 10.
That pass.
Holding. 10-yard penalty.
So that was number 10, they said, on the hold there. So that'll be the 2nd penalty here tonight for the Tigers. And, Jeff, that cost them a 1st down.
Yep.
But where they move the ball back, it's going to be to the 34-yard line. So technically, it will be a gain of 2 on that play. So it's going to bring up 3rd down. We'll call it about 7 yards to go.
And I thought he was probably past them for the hole, but you never know what's going on. You know, he was right in front of the referee. So.
Tigers come out pistol formation, trips to the right, one to the left. They run it to the opposite way. Johnson again looking for some running room, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds out at around the 38-yard line. A pickup of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up third down now. Let's call it about 3 yards to go.
A little extra toss after he got through the white, but they're going to let that go right now. But
yeah, he didn't go down. I think that's the reason why they didn't. Tigers lead it here 7-0, 8:22 left in this first half of play.
Getting a little chippy. We'll see how long the referees allow that to go on.
Caden Cook checking into the lineup now for Johnson, who had those back-to-back plays. He'll line up to the right of Jones out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers out to the left, got Christensen to the right. They're going to throw it to Christensen, caught it at the first down marker, and fights his way forward out to the 43-yard line. A pickup of 5, going to be enough for the first down. Jones right now, Jeff, 7 of 8 on the night throwing the football. Christensen with his 3rd catch here of the evening.
Man, they're tough spots tonight.
Yeah.
They're not giving you where you're reaching the ball out. They're giving you where your body's at.
Yep.
So it's tough spotting tonight.
Feldman, Troutman split out to the left. Christensen splits to the right. Schabel in the slot on the left side. Pistol formation for Jones with Cook lined up behind him. 3 down linemen for Creston, and the play clock down to 13. We've got a whistle and timeout going to be called by the Carroll Tigers. Let's go ahead and keep it here. Don't forget, Jeff Blankman with you here tonight. I do want to give a shout out to New Way Ford in Coon Rapids for sponsoring Sports on the Go with me and giving me a vehicle to drive to the game here in town tonight. Make sure to listen to hear the New Way Ford feature vehicle of the game. And tonight it's a 2017 Ford Escape SE. It's got leather seats, technology package. It's a recent trade-in, and it is warranty forever. Sports on the Go with Jeff Blankman, powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids, home of warranty forever. For more information, call New Way Ford at 800-861-7268 or visit the Carroll Broadcasting website at 1380kcim.com. We do have a picture with more details available for the vehicle there as well.
I asked Kyle if he was going to clean it out from our last 2 road trips. He said he might make Deeth do it.
Yeah, I would probably make that Mike.
I would make
I should be nice though. When I got my vehicle down there this summer, Mike treated me very well. So did Kyle, of course, as well.
Usually Dave does. But you know, I said something about getting our discount, but I'm pretty sure they'd overcharge you if you use my name.
South Central Calhoun back on the board, 12-7 now as the Tigers hand it off to Ryan Johnston on first down. He'll get from the 42 out to the 44-yard line, a pickup of 2. Johnson 9 carries now, 43 yards on the night. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. Ball over on the right hash mark. Clock continues to run here with 7:40 left in this first half of play. Tigers took their opening drive down the field, got a touchdown. It was a 13-play drive. Since then, the Tigers turned it over on downs, now on their 3rd possession here of the game. Jeff, they've been able to get the running game established. They've eaten up a lot of clock here tonight.
Feels a lot like our game at South Central or at East Sac last week, where the scorer doesn't show it, but boy, they've just been in control of this game the whole way.
Jones throws one out. It is going to be complete. It will be, making kind of a sliding and diving catch with Feldman. That ball a little bit underthrown. He had to go down and get it. It's actually going to be no gain on the play, so it is a completed pass, but no gain's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. And Jeff, that's one of those, it's a long throw across the field, trying to set up kind of a wide receiver screen on the outside. He just threw it down around his feet.
Yeah, tough one. But again, Carroll's been in command of this game.
Yep.
The score doesn't tell you that. And,
right.
And so you haven't really felt threatened by Creston, but they haven't been getting the scores yet.
2 wide receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Jones going to drop back. Pressure comes from the outside. Now he takes it and runs. He's looking to get some yardage, trying to get the right sideline. He'll get into Panther territory. Going to be knocked and drug out of bounds.
They're
going to get a flag. Yep. And tackle going to be made around the 45-yard line, so that's going to be a gain of 11 on the play. So it'll be enough for the first down, and then you're going to tag on, I think, another 15 yards as they drug him down out of bounds.
That's the 2nd time now, and it's been getting a little chippy, so they're just going to go ahead and stop it.
Yeah, Creston struggling a little bit this year. Here's the call.
21, 15 yards from the end of the run, first down.
One of the things, Jeff, I love, and don't get to do a lot of games here in town, but the referee's mic'd up. Sometimes I'm a little bit slow at getting over there and getting his mic turned up.
I don't have to go back to my old days and remember what the stupid symbols were. I think I've gotten every penalty in the world called on me, so I had to remember what those were.
Well, I can understand why you would have had every penalty called on you.
I don't get it.
We won't get into your athletic days. We talked about that a few years ago. Ball going to be spotted down at the 30-yard line.
What, me being slow?
Well, slow and not talented and all that, but pistol
I had the
formation
attitude,
for
though.
Jones. Yeah, absolutely. Christensen goes in motion right to left. They'll hand it off to Johnston. He thought about cutting left. There was a big hole there. He takes it all the way over to the right side. Still ends up getting about 5. They'll mark him out at the 25-yard line. But, Jeff, I think you saw what I did. He makes a cut to the left there. He might still be running.
Yeah, he tried to go out to the right and get that edge. And again, you got to kind of know your situation. You haven't gotten a lot of big games around the outside. But, and I'm not sure you saw that to left, but boy, if he takes plants that right foot and goes left, not only is he going to run over people, he's going to probably run to the house.
Pistol formation again for Jones. He's got Feldman going in motion from left to right. They'll fake it to him. They give it to Johnston, and this time they're going to swallow him up on that left side. Tackle made back at around the 26-yard line. A loss of 1 on the play. 11 carries, 47 yards. 9th play of the drive coming up for the Carroll Tigers here. 5:40 left first half. Tigers leading this one by a score of 7-0.
Let's see if Denny saw the same thing I did. They really loaded the box late on that. So see if he tries a play-action pass here. Might just burn him.
So Loma leading ICAM Manning now 14-0, that late in the first half. Shotgun formation again for Jones. Johnston lines up to his right. Jones drops back, looks right, and then throws incomplete, intended for Cade Schabel, second leading receiver on the team. Had him at about the 21-yard line. He'd have had to gain about a yard, but it's 4th down and 7, Jeff. I think the Tigers in a situation here to go for this.
Yeah, that one was a little bit behind him. They had him set up. Boy, I'm still struggling. I keep looking to my right for the old scoreboard.
Yep.
Until I haven't been here in a while, I got to go back.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, and I'm still looking through 2 windows. I'm still not used to that either. But, you know, yeah, you got to go for this one. That wasn't a bad throw, just a little behind him. I don't think he'd have had the first down, but he'd been able to maybe fight and give himself a chance.
Jones out of the pistol, 2 to the left and 2 to the right. Creston again with 3 down linemen. Jones going to run the option, tucks it. He's got it. He's gone up the middle. He's going to take it in for the touchdown. Great read, had some terrific blocking up the middle, and Kellen Jones from 27 yards out, and the Tigers are on the board again as they lead at 13-0.
You know, I was just going to say, you don't see Carroll doing a lot of play-action passes. I think that would really freeze those linebackers and really free up some of those, but that was just like it. I mean, fakes that pitch. You've been running it. You're going to give it to your horse, right? You're going to give it 4th down. I'm going to feed Johnson, and great fake, great turn up, and then it got the whole defense flowing right, and he went against the grain.
Tigers with the extra point kick is up. It is good, and the Carroll Tigers have extended the lead now to 14-0. We'll step away back right after this on KCIM.
Your hometown Napa store not only offers you a large inventory of parts for
14, Panthers 0. We have a winner. The signed football. Congratulations to Bobby Dirks. Bob Dirks, winner of the
Dear Carroll Booster Club, thank you for choosing me as a recipient for one of your scholarships. It is an honor to be selected out of so many deserving candidates. Thanks also for everything you've provided student athletes during my 4 years at Carroll High. I will be attending Iowa State and studying finance, and this will help cover the cost of tuition and room and board. Sincerely, Colby Vincent.
Do you know a little boy who just can't wait to step onto the football field as a Carroll Tiger someday? Does he want to wear the jersey, score the touchdown, win the big game? Do you know a high school athlete who is so proud to play for the Carroll Tigers? Well, the Booster Club helps all 3 of these athletes, because when we purchase the best equipment, the coolest jerseys, and so much more, our programs can expand and grow. If you want your little Tiger looking his best as he runs out onto the football field someday, join the Booster Club.
Have you shopped in the Tiger Shop yet this fall?
No, I haven't. How does it work?
Oh, you have to. It's super easy. All you have to do is go to bit.ly/shopcarroll and then just drive out to the high school Monday through Friday from 8 to 11 and call 712-775-5000. They can bring your order right out to your car.
Seriously? It's that easy?
It's that easy. bit.ly/shopcarroll. It's really that easy.
Hayes was their leading rusher, 55 carries, 159 yards coming into tonight, but just his second carry here tonight, Jeff, is Creston now trailing 14-0. We're still late in the first half, but they've kind of went to more of a throwing offense and kind of went away from that run game a little bit.
Haven't had a lot of success running the ball. Good hard runner though, but you know, they're going to have to throw a few runs in there just to keep things honest, but they're going to have to start throwing here to try to loosen things up.
He's sacked now up 35-0 over Maple Valley Anthony Charter.
Oh.
There's a handoff, and Hayes this time finds some running room off the left side out past the 40, out near the 43-yard line. So a pickup of 10 on the play for him, and that'll be enough to move the chains. It'll be another first down for the Panthers.
Nice little draw play there. Got him coming up. Carroll's really been sending things and really putting pressure on. So little delayed draw and really caught Carroll off guard.
We're going to get another shotgun formation. Now they're going to go with a tight end, one wide receiver to the right and one to the left. That's a Berg out here to the left. They'll turn. They're going to run an option. Are they going to look to throw out of this? Berg looking downfield now, throws it. The pass is complete to Strider. He'll pick up the first down in Tiger territory down to the 46-yard line. A pickup again of about 11 on the play.
You know, Strider's a pretty good athlete. There's a reason why they got him at quarterback. And, you know, he can make people miss in space. That was a pretty good little play. Give him some room to run.
So Strider with just his second reception of the season.
And he was pretty pumped after it, too.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have been an 11-yard game. Picks up your first down. Berg going to split out to the left. Ball at the Tiger 46 over on the right hash mark. Again, they'll come out. They're going to hand it off to Hayes, and Hayes dives forward near the 44-yard line. A pickup of 2 on the play. 4 carries now for 20 yards for him. 6th play of the drive coming up. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Clock starting, Jeff, all of a sudden here to become an issue maybe for Creston. They still have their timeouts remaining, but 2:55 left here in the first half.
Watch that tight formation there. Look for a wildcat out of that. All they have to do is slide just a little bit over if you're not paying attention. So I would look for a wildcat coming out of that.
Simon Wagner with a field goal. Tigers trailer. The Knights trailing now Panorama 20-3. Strider drops back, wants to go deep, chucked that one early, and again, pressure came on him. He was looking down the sideline that time, and Miller was the intended receiver. Feldman with good coverage, and he threw that one well before before Miller was able to do his stop and go pattern, and again, the pressure, Jeff, forced that pass to be early.
Yeah, again, they're doing okay on the quick hitters, and when they roll him out, give him a little time, but I'm assuming he's taken a lot of shots through the year, and he's got an internal clock of about 3 when it's back there to get rid of it.
Logan Magnolia with a pick 6 now, up 21-0 on IKM Manning. Shotgun formation, 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers. Strider again with some pressure. Slade Siebenthaler came from the outside. He's going to have to tuck it up and run, and the Tigers had that defended very, very well. Jack Troutman comes up, makes the tackle at the 45-yard line. That's going to be a loss of just 1 on the play.
And that's more like it. On the first one, they were kind of chasing and trailing, and they kept him in front. They made him run left to right, and really didn't let him get up the field, made that open field tackle. And that's more like Tiger defense. That first time they went through, they were chasing, and that just didn't seem like Tiger football to me.
Roselle Mutual halftime report coming up.
Good guys there.
Yeah,
good people.
Yeah,
good
absolutely.
Ladies.
Yeah, Tom Brink's a really good guy, that's for sure.
Yeah, really nice ladies there too.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a flag on the play. There was some movement. I don't know if it goes against Carroll.
Nope. False start.
Yep.
5-yard penalty.
So the false start 5-yard penalty against Creston, going to be their 4th tonight, 50 yards. I thought, Jeff, if that would have been a 5-yarder against Carroll, it would have been 4th and 4. I could have saw Creston maybe put the offense back out on the field, go for it. Not now on 4th and 14.
No, you're going to punt this one away. You know, if you're Creston, you're still in the game.
Yep.
Whoa, wait a minute. They're going to decline what? No, you don't want to decline it. You want to give yourself a chance to run this back.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with the return Feldman had the last time he had the hands on the ball. He's going to line up back at his own 12-yard line. Pop with his 4th punt here tonight. Pressure again from Carroll, nearly got to it. High punt. Feldman coming up wanting to make the fair catch, and will do so. Good headsy play by him. Fair catch going to be made at the Tiger 24-yard line, and that is where Carroll will have it. Carroll going to have a minute 54 left here in this first half with a 14-0 lead.
As dominant as the defense has been, you might see Danny take a couple shots at it here, just to see if he can maybe get downfield and be able to take a shot at it. Otherwise, burn the clock up. But you know, when your defense is really doing well, you know, you have the luxury of gambling a little bit.
Motor Inn Player of the Game coming up. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. Troutman goes in motion. They'll fake it to him, and Jones that time, I don't know if that was a called play, Jeff, where he was supposed to keep it or if he was supposed to read it, but he was hit as soon as he pulled it out of the belly of Troutman, and it's a 4-yard loss.
Well, I think it was a read option, but both options were pretty bad.
Yes.
Because everybody was there. There was no fooling on that one. I'm not sure anybody got blocked, so it almost kind of looked like they were trying to set up a screen maybe, the way they let them through there, but whatever it was, that one you can scratch that one out of the playbook. I wouldn't use that one again.
2nd down and 14, ball at the 20-yard line. Jones going to drop back, wants to throw, throws it out in the flat. Nice catch that time by the Tigers. Hit was made by Scarda. As soon as Johnston got the ball in his hands, it's going to be out to the 22-yard line. So only a pickup at 2, but that was really good hands that time by Ryan Johnston.
Yeah, and a great tackle, open field tackle. I mean, he got his
Scarda's
hands on
a wrestling name, so not surprised.
Yeah, and that's the problem with Creston. That's why you're seeing all these. You know, they are a good wrestling school, and you see the open field tackles out there because they're used to breaking down and keeping everything in front of them. So. And that's why you're seeing a lot of this small stuff not working. A timeout on Carroll.
And we're going to get a timeout called by the Carroll Tigers. Let's keep it here, Jeff.
Okay.
Playoff pairings were released either last night for classes 1A, 2A, 3A. The Carroll Tigers found out today where they're going to go get a bye in the first round. Actually, I think they just took last year's bracket and slid it into this year's.
They did.
Maybe a change or two.
Did Carroll play first round?
No, Carroll had a bye last year.
So, no, it's the same teams.
Yep. So they'll get the winner of Denison/Week Storm Lake, and I'm guessing they're having not looked at Storm Lake this year.
I would say
Denison above 500. I'm imagining they'll be the team that comes out of that one.
Yep.
And if the Tigers win, looming up on the top half of the bracket is Sergeant Bluff Luton, same team. They met in a regional final.
Defending
state champs. Yep. And stuff. But this Tiger team really starting to play some pretty good volleyball.
Yeah, you know, they went last weekend over to Jefferson and played, I thought, a really good Lewis Central team that Kemper had to really work with and really hammered them 2 straight and beat 2 other really good teams, South Hardin. I think that's Kemper has them. Is that what I was thinking?
Yep.
On their side of the bracket, so another pretty decent little team. And so I thought they played really good volleyball. I think they're playing really good right now. Came out and you saw them really put the wood to a Carlisle team.
Yep.
And so really kind of made that turn, it looks like. So, well, it'll be interesting. I think all of our teams have really good shots here. There's pretty good brackets for all of our teams.
Absolutely, and I really like what ESAC had for their back bracket. 5th-ranked team in the state, deserving of a good bracket. Jones going to keep it on 3rd and 12, and going to get out near the 23-yard line, so a pickup of 1 for Kellen Jones. And Creston going to call a timeout. Want to give a quick shout-out to, well, we call him a friend at times, but we pick on him so much, I don't know.
Who do we call a friend?
Lonnie Miller.
Oh, that's not a friend. That's Lonnie.
That's Lonnie, yep, the legend.
The legend.
The legend, Lonnie Miller. I call him Hall of Famer, someone he doesn't like that one. But
no, you're the Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no, he will be. But he just dropped off the food that Hy-Vay donates for the New Way Ford scoreboard
Lawn
show.
dog, hello.
I thought he was supposed to bring it to the press box tonight, but he texted me here a little bit ago. He's got the food there. The problem is he says that Nathan is eyeing it, so it may not be any left before 9 o'clock.
Lonnie, hello. We're not that far away. You could have stopped here first, dog.
Yeah, absolutely. I should have told him to do that.
He's probably got to go to bed. He's probably going into a tree here in about 2 hours. It's a little warm to be shooting deer, though.
Yeah.
What kind of food do we have tonight?
Well,
I might have to go out and check it out.
It's a couple of pizzas. And some Scotcheroos. And I will tell you.
Look, the Scotcheroos will be gone. We will never see the Scotcheroos.
No, I know. The pizzas could be because they brought them in last week, and I texted him and told him how awesome they were. So that might be why he brought them back, which I'm perfectly fine with. High kick, Berg calls for the fair catch, then lets it go. And that'll burn some more clock, which will be good for the Tigers here. Ball going to roll dead. Nice pump that time from Ty Nissen. No real surprise there. Ball back to the 26-yard line. And that is where Creston will have it, 1st down and 10 with 26 seconds left here in the half.
You think I can make the station back by halftime, get my piece of pizza and be back?
You might be able to. How fast can you run?
I'm skinnier now. I can move a little faster, but my truck's clear on the other side. If I get to my truck, it just will walk to the studio.
You're not going to make it.
No.
By the time you would walk to your truck, we would be starting the 3rd quarter.
That's the thing I miss about the scoreboard show. I haven't been there yet. I used to eat really well.
You need to come in.
No, I don't remember the code. They changed the code on me.
Well, we do. Strider out of the shotgun, going to drop back. and throws it. It is complete. The catch made by Berg. I like him as a receiver, Jeff. He's really kind of one of those guys that's a little slippery. He'll get out to the 37-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 11. It'll be enough to move the chain. Strider now 5 of 12 on the night. We'll step away. We'll take a break. We're back right after this on KCIM.
I'd like to thank you for selecting me as a recipient of the Tiger Booster Club Scholarship. Receiving this sincerely means so much to me, and it will truly help me continue my education financially. Thank you for all the support over the last 4 years. It has meant so much to me. Sincerely, Ashley Onken.
Today I'm going to show you how to donate to the Carroll High School Foundation. Search for Carroll High School Foundation. Once you're on the Carroll High School Foundation website, scroll down to the donate area and click on donate. When you're in the donate section, if you're going to use PayPal, scroll down and click on PayPal donation. Then you can use your PayPal or a debit or credit card.
They're probably going to run a hook and ladder. They're going to try to do something here. It's 4 seconds, so it's going to be the final play of the half.
Yeah, you're going to play prevent. You know, as much as I hate prevent the win defense, this is what it calls for. You want to drop deep, not let them get anything past you. Keep everything in front of you, make that open field tackle. You know, stuff that every kid knows, but so Coach Rowe has to remind them because they're young men, and there's a lot of stuff going on. There's homecoming. There's I know it's a little different. It's still COVID homecoming, but it's still homecoming, and you're thinking about what you can do tonight, and you're up a couple touchdowns. You know, why do I need to pay attention? And next thing you know, you get burnt. So you got to remind them, keep everything in front, drop deep back, and I look for Carroll to do a nice job here on this defense.
Coon Rapids Baird up now, 37-0 on Glidden Ralston.
Did you say Peavy was paying attention? Taylor
Peavesdorf, she tweets every week to me and updates me.
It just amazes me that she can pay attention that long.
Well, she does it because she's helping me.
Oh, yeah, okay. Are you paying her? Because
No, I do want to give a quick shout out, and I'll do that during the halftime. I've got people out at every single one of the area games that we're not at every week, tweeting me updates every time somebody scores, and that's really nice. So you can follow me at Husker Blankman on Twitter and get updates as the games go on from all of our area games.
Oh.
They throw a quick one, and catch
First
was
down?
made, but they're going to say he was inbounds. And the first half going to come to an end. It should have been a first down, so there should be a second left, and we'll see if they put that second back on the clock. They just wanted to get a quick first down, and they are going to put 1 second back on the clock.
They got the home field clock on that one.
So that's a gain of 6 on the play. And again, Berg, the guy that came up with that catch, his 4th of the night, came into the night with, it looks like 17 catches on the season. So one of their leading receivers. 7 of 15 now on the night for Strider.
Not sure why you were so worried about getting the first down on that.
Must have been to try and gain a couple of yards, Jeff. Maybe the arm of Strider, maybe he's got a shot at throwing it close to the end zone on this.
I mean, with their guys, I think I'd take my shot at running it, but they wanted to be on this side of the field too, so it was a quick out.
This time Berg goes in motion from right to left, so they'll have Bruce over here on the left side. Tigers coming in with pressure, and Strider going to be sacked. Ball is loose. Carroll's going to pick it up. Are they going to be able to to score. Johnston fighting his way, but he's going to be wrapped up and brought down. The pressure that time from Gus Collison, Jeff, is who got the sack and created the fumble. Johnston then picked it up, but was not able to score as he got it down to the 12-yard line.
And you can't blame Johnston for not tossing back. I mean, a lot of bad things happen when you're being drugged, but he breaks a lot of tackles. You thought maybe when they just had the jersey, he'd be able to break away, but somebody slipped down and got the ankle.
So we will head to the halftime. Roselle Mutual halftime report coming up.
Here. We got everybody's kind of sticking around. Is there a penalty flag?
No, Creston starting to head to the sideline warning, so that's all it's going to be. We will head to the Roselle Mutual halftime report. The Tigers leading Creston by a score of 14-0.
Last play of the half. On halftime, Tigers 14, Panthers 0. This evening, ladies and gentlemen, we have a treat for Homecoming 2020. For the first time this fall at a home football game, the dance team is going to perform, led by Coach Samantha Clayson, the Carroll High School dance team.
Listen to these tracks. Come on. Motorsport, put that in the sports. Shot it bad, pop a. Pick it up, groove. Big girl, watch how you move. I got them bits on my shoes. Pop up, I lose. Speed it up. Look at the diamonds, they eat it up. Give me 2 bitches, I beat it up. And nigga, no wife, and they eat it up. Oh, wait. Pints in, call up rock. My brother put like a socket. Kicking this thing, y'all got him. When this thing hit it with a left, hit it with a right. I'ma knock it out like fight night. Hit it with a left, hit it with the right. I'ma knock it out like fight night. Hit it with the left, hit it with the right. Hit it with the left, hit it with the right. Hit it with the left, hit it with the right. I'ma knock it out like. Where's my money? Yeah. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4.
Dance on the now you been served. I like a dude with a little bit of curve. Hit this book with an uppercut. Howl at Captain Hook. Hit it for a gang.
All the time I turn around, brothers gather around, always looking at me up and down, looking at my.
How you feel? How you feel? How you feel? 25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bag, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot. Tell tune like one, pass it like a relay. YMCMB, more YMCA. Now she want a photo, you already know though. You only live once, that's the motto. Get YOLO and we got it every day, every day, every day. Like we sitting on the bench, but we don't really play. Every day, every day. What anybody say, can't see him cause the money in the way. Real, what's up?
Dear Carroll Booster Club, thank you for choosing me as a recipient for one of your scholarships. It is an honor to be selected out of so many deserving candidates. Thanks also for everything you've provided student athletes during my 4 years at Carroll High. I will be attending Iowa State and studying finance, and this will help cover the cost of tuition and room and board. Sincerely, Colby Vincent.
Do you know a little boy who just can't wait to step onto the football field as a Carroll Tiger someday? Does he want to wear the jersey, score the touchdown, win the big game? Do you know a high school athlete who is so proud to play for the Carroll Tigers? Well, the Booster Club helps all 3 of these athletes because when we purchase the best equipment, the coolest jerseys, and so much more, our programs can expand and grow. If you want your little Tiger looking his best as he runs out onto the football field someday, join the Booster Club.
Have you shopped in the Tiger Shop yet this fall?
No, I haven't. How does it work?
Oh, you have to. It's super easy. All you have to do is go to bit.ly/shopcarroll and then just drive out to the high school Monday through Friday from 8 to 11 and call 712-775-5000. They can bring your order right out to your car.
Seriously? It's that easy?
It's that easy.
Mutual halftime report over Creston, 14-0.
For almost the hard work, dedication, and investment of our customers has been the foundation of our success as an insurance company. As we look toward the future, we need people who are willing to carry on these traditions in our communities. The future starts with our youth.
Carroll Booster Club, thank you for choosing me as a recipient for one of your scholarships. It is an honor to be selected out of so many deserving candidates. Thanks also for everything you've provided student athletes during my 4 years at Carroll High. I will be attending Iowa State and studying finance, and this will help cover the cost of tuition and room and board. Sincerely, Colby Vincent.
Do you know a little boy who just can't wait to step onto the football field as a Carroll Tiger someday? Does he want to wear the jersey, score the touchdown, win the big game? Do you know a high school athlete who is so proud to play for the Carroll Tigers? Well, the Booster Club helps all three of these athletes, because when we purchase the best equipment, the coolest jerseys, and so much more, our programs can expand and grow. If you want your little Tiger looking his best as he runs out onto the football field someday, join the Booster Club.
Have you shopped in the Tiger Shop yet this fall?
No, I haven't. How does it work?
Oh, you have to. It's super easy. All you have to do is go to bit.ly/shopcarroll and then just drive out to the high school Monday through Friday from 8 to 11 and call 712-775-5000. They can bring your order right out to your car.
Seriously? It's that easy?
It's that easy. bit.ly/shopcarroll. It's really that easy.
Have you donated to the Carroll High School Foundation yet? It's Carroll Community School District's Academic Booster Club. This foundation provides financial resources to benefit students and staff of the Carroll Community School District to enhance and inspire educational experiences and opportunities through community assistance from grades preschool through high school. If you want to donate, go to their website, which is linked to our district webpage, or find them on Facebook at Carroll High School Foundation.
Dear Tiger Booster Club, I'd like to thank you for selecting me as a recipient of the Tiger Booster Club Scholarship. Receiving this sincerely means so much to me, and it will truly help me continue my education financially. Thank you for all the support over the last 4 years. It has meant so much to me. Sincerely, Ashley Unkin.
Today I'm going to show you how to donate to the Carroll High School Foundation. Search for Carroll High School Foundation. Once you're on the Carroll High School Foundation website, scroll down to the donate area and click on donate. When you're in the donate section, if you're going to use PayPal, scroll down and click on PayPal donation. Then you can use your PayPal or a debit or credit card.
Dear Carroll Booster Club, thank you for choosing me as a recipient for one of your scholarships. It is an honor to be selected out of so many deserving candidates. Thanks also for everything you've provided student athletes during my 4 years at Carroll High. I will be attending Iowa State and studying finance, and this will help cover the cost of tuition and room and board. Sincerely, Colby Vincent.
Do you know a little boy who just can't wait to step onto the football field as a Carroll Tiger someday? Does he want to wear the jersey, score the touchdown, win the big game? Do you know a high school athlete who is so proud to play for the Carroll Tigers? Well, the Booster Club helps all three of these athletes, because when we purchase the best equipment, the coolest jerseys, and so much more, our programs can expand and grow. If you want your little Tiger looking his best as he runs out onto the football field someday, join the Booster Club.
Have you shopped in the Tiger Shop yet this fall?
No, I haven't. How does it work?
Oh, you have to. It's super easy. All you have to do is go to bit.ly/shopcarroll and then just drive out to the high school Monday through Friday from 8 to 11 and call 712-775-5000. They can bring your order right out to your car.
Seriously? It's that easy?
It's that easy. bit.ly/shopcarroll. It's really that easy.
Have you donated to the Carroll High School Foundation yet? It's Carroll Community School District's Academic Booster Club. This foundation provides financial resources to benefit students and staff of the Carroll Community School District to enhance and inspire educational experiences and opportunities through community assistance from grades preschool through high school. If you want to donate, go to their website, which is linked to our district webpage, or find them on Facebook at Carroll High School Foundation.
Kid. I mean, he's willing to work hard, and I'm going to enjoy working with him. I think it's going to be fun. I doubt I get to do a lot of color and stuff with him because he's just one of those. But it'll be fun to be in the same building and the scoreboard shows and all the other stuff that we have going on, to be with him. And I'm excited he's coming back. That's one of those kids I was upset that he got to go away. But I'm glad they reached out and pulled him back in.
And I'm looking forward to this. I think I try to stay on the edge of what's going on in high school sports coverage and with technology and all that stuff. But I'm older. Not old yet, but I'm on that older edge of things.
There's an edge.
Yes.
Yours is really dull.
But Jeff, he's one of those young guys in his early 20s. He's going to bring new thoughts and new ideas, and I'm really looking forward to being able to incorporate some of the thoughts that he has into what we're doing, which I think will help improve what we're trying to do at Carroll Broadcasting.
Yeah, he really helped with the video live stream, and he was doing commercials, and he was putting video with commercial, and really cool stuff that he can do. That he's got, green screens, and it's a lot of stuff that people don't understand. But he can do a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff, graphics-wise, and all kinds of stuff. So, should be fun.
We're ready. We're ready here. Looking in, welcome to, again, Tyler Bruner as he'll be starting around the 19th. Elijah Lee going to kick it off left to right. Creston will go right to left. It'll be Berg catching it at the 5-yard line. The return's going to come up the left side. We're going to get a block in the back. He's going to be knocked out of bounds around the 32-yard line, but that one is going to be coming back, flag laying back at around the Panther 20-yard line. So Creston will have their first possession, 11:54 left here in the third quarter, and they're going to start probably back around the 10-yard line.
Well, even two blind guys saw that one, right? I mean, if you're going to do it, at least hide it a little bit. I mean, that was pretty blatant. That looks like something you would pull. Because you wouldn't have been able to keep up. You had to reach out and grab.
I would have been too slow to get there to make the block where he made it even. So, but the ball going to be spotted back. Again, they're still marching it. It is going to be back at the 11. Knew it would be somewhere around the 10, but at the 11-yard line. Don't forget our Motor Inn Player of the Game coming up following the game tonight. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. The Panthers will come out again in a pistol and kind of a shotgun formation. They'll turn, they'll hand the football off to Hayes, and he runs right into a wall of Carroll Tiger linemen. A loss of 1 on the play for Hayes. 5 carries, 19 yards now for him on the night. It'll bring up second down and 11 to go. Good start defensively for Carroll up front.
I don't think Denny needs to worry about controlling the run. They controlled that one really well there. A loss of 1, but again, nice to see Carroll coming out sharp. Good kickoff coverage that first time around, and now the defense just shoves them right up the middle and just stuffs them. So Carroll looking good so far here in the second half. See if they can get things ramped up. Look for a pass here.
Howard's going to split out to the left, one wide receiver to the right. Again, a shotgun formation with a running back behind the quarterback end, one off to his right. He'll hand it off again to Hayes, and Hayes going to get out to around the 15-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up third down now. Let's call it about 6 yards to go.
Yeah, I thought maybe the ball came loose there, but
it's just the way he bounced up off of the turf.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Actually, as he was going down, he actually brought his arm out and around, so could have come loose pretty easy.
So third, and we're going to call it long, 3rd and 6, not the kind of distance. If you're an offense, you'd like 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. There's some of those offenses out there with Patrick Mahomes, 3rd and 10, and you're not really
30.
Yeah, you're not too concerned. But high school teams, there's not many of them that like that. 3rd and 6, Strider wants to throws a pick. Tipped, intercepted. Feldman with the interception at the 28-yard line. He'll take it to the house for a touchdown.
Yeah, and that one, it was nice that they tipped it, but that was going to be a pick to Feldman. He was the only one. He read the route better than the route was run. He was playing deep as a safety, and that ball went right to him, right chest high. I mean, you can't do anything about that. It ran her right back in there as nobody even touched him.
So a big touchdown for Torrey Feldman. Extra point coming up for the Tigers. They lead it now by a score of 20-0. And a good start defensively again for the Tigers here in this second half. Feldman with his second interception of the season. The kick is up. It is good. And the Tigers lead it by a score of 21-0. We're back in a minute here on KCIM.
Nolan Moore good on the point after. 10:22 to play here in the third quarter. Now the Tigers 21, Panthers 0. again, Eli Lee set the kickoff for the Tigers. Berg and Greenwald deep for the Panthers.
High end over end kick for Leah. Going to be taken this time by Greenwald. Greenwald going to return it from the 5 out past the 20.
Tackle.
Going to be out near the 23-yard line, and that is where Creston will have their second possession here of the second half. Jeff, you hollered, nice tackle there. Caden Cook.
All right, open field tackle, stuck him at the waist, put him down. That's a great job in the open field. And that was a basketball player.
Yeah, not surprised at all that he's the young man that made that tackle here tonight. Creston going to have it ball over on the left hash mark. Tigers now leading this one by a score of 21-0. Homecoming night for the Carroll Tigers here this evening. Shotgun formation right now for Strider's got one wide receiver each side. Turns, hands it off to Hayes. Hayes trying to get to the outside. Going to be wrapped up and brought down from behind. He'll get out near the 24-yard line, so a pickup of about a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a second down now. Let's call it 9 yards to go.
Berg hit somebody hard out there and knocked him down. And usually when you're that far out, you get that crackback block. That one didn't get called, but nice block to spring him on the outside.
Berg and Bruce are going to split out to the right. A shotgun formation, running back on each side of Strider, wanting to throw, going downfield, and we're going to get that's going to go against the Carroll Tigers. Yeah, that time Feldman, Jeff, the wide receiver over there, Bruce, got in behind him, and we both saw it. He reached out and grabbed his jersey from behind. And I got to chuckle. We've got a fan down here from Carroll standing up, and he's hollering. He was trying to say uncatchable ball. The reason why that was uncatchable is Feldman was pulling the kid back by his jersey.
He pulled him so much that he went from behind him to in front of him. Yep. So it was a slingshot move. And, yeah, that was definitely a flag.
Yeah, that one, we clearly saw it as the ball went in the air. So even if they didn't call pass interference, it was at least a hold call.
Yeah.
And it is going to be a first down, and they're going to move the ball out to the 34-yard line.
Well, when you do a NASCAR slingshot, when you go from behind them in front, that's probably going to get called. I mean, that's not a very good sales job.
And I get the Carroll fan wanting to not have the call. You want your team to get the calls. I completely get it. I just had to chuckle. And now the handoff again, and this is going to be Worcester. Worcester with some running room gets into Carroll territory, down to the 48-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 13. First carry for him since the first play offensively of the game for Creston.
Yeah, and back to the fan. They're calling for uncatchable. It was too far thrown.
Yep.
That one was in the range that if he wouldn't have got held, he might have been able to touch it. So you got to make that call. I mean, does it have a point? Yes. If he'd thrown it out of bounds, I'd have really made the call.
Right.
But
yeah,
no, and you get it.
Yep. Trips out to the left. This time Strider in a pistol formation. First down and 10 from the Tiger 48. Ball over on the right hash mark. Again, they'll hand it off to Worcester. Worcester trying to get the right edge. He's an impressive little running back as well. A senior. Came in with 24 carries coming into the night. He'll get a gain of 7 down to the Tiger 41-yard line. It'll bring up second down. Let's call it to 3 yards to go.
Well, Carroll's been throwing pressure in from the edges. So how do you beat that? You get outside of that. So they're breaking contain right now. So Carroll's going to have to adjust again and try to hold contain. And that's what Creston's hoping for. And maybe they can come back here and try to pass.
Loma adds another touchdown now, Jeff, up on ICAM Manning, 28-0. End of the third. Panthers came into tonight ranked 7th. Pistol formation again for the Panthers. Creston. Strider in trouble.
No.
Now able to slide. He's got Berg out here. He's going to slip by. We're going to get a hold call on the block out here at around the 25-yard line. And that one's going to bring it back. Wallace frustrated with that call, Jeff. I didn't see the block. I just saw him cut inside of it, and then I saw the flag coming out. But the tackle going to be made around the 30 and down to the 28. Would have been enough for the first down, but I think that's going to come back.
It's a legal block in the back, and the reason it was because such a good cut by Berg that Gigolo had to make it.
Number 17, 10-yard penalty from the spot, second down.
So he had to make an adjustment to go tackle him, which put the receiver behind him. And there wasn't anything that receiver could do. That's why he's frustrated. He's like, well, what do you want me to do? Well, you can't push him.
Right.
You know, but it was a great block, but the running back actually set him up the wrong direction and caused that penalty.
Great job that time by Strider to escape the pressure, though, and then find Berg out here in the flat.
Berg was in the open. He had a chance to break that one. If he'd have made the right cut back there and set up Gigolo a little better, he could have maybe gone.
Second down now and 7, 8:55 left, third quarter, 21-0. Tigers with the lead. Shotgun formation again for the Panthers. 2 out to the right and 1 to the left. That is Bruce out here to the left. And Strider going to keep that, and he is just swallowed up inside the line of scrimmage. Kind of got grabbed up high and then spun down. Didn't get a chance to see who that was in on the tackle. Looks like Tanner Puntow getting up, and the tackle made it to 46. Going to be no gain on the play.
Strider and Berg are definitely their two most elusive runners. They really need to kind of figure out a way to get those, even if you bring Berg back into the backfield a little bit and try to give an option look or something. But really need those two getting the touches, the majority of touches if you're Creston.
Pistol formation this time for the Panthers. They do have 3 wide receivers out to the right, and look like Strider's going deep downfield. He's got Berg down there, and the pass is caught, and it's going to be a tackle made down around the 8-yard line. So a big play, a gain of 38 yards.
And there was a Carroll Tiger into the backfield, ready to get a hold of the quarterback, and his jersey was ripped backwards. And no call. That should have been called. That would have broke that play up.
But it'll be first down and goal now for the Panthers, Jeff. First time tonight they've been in the red zone. First time tonight they are really threatening to get on the board.
First time they made a long pass.
Yep.
I mean, they've made a lot of attempts, but that was the first one that they actually completed. And I think part of it was underthrown just enough. He's been overthrowing everything else.
Panthers will come out with trips out to the right, pistol formation. One guy, Howard, going to split out here to the left. Strider looks right where he had the 3 guys, and now he's going to tuck it under and to be wrapped up. He had a receiver, Baker, wide open in the end zone, but enough pressure coming, Jeff, that he was forced to tuck it. Now we're going to get a late flag.
Sidelines. They're going to get no sportsmanlike on the sidelines. Sideline warning, because one of the coaches went out and explained to him, and he's looking right at it. It actually was the Whitecaps' call, and he's not calling the hold. The jerseys are being ripped. You can see the shoulder pads, and he's not calling them. So the coaching staff was reminding him, and that was his way of saying, yeah, I got you. Don't come out here anymore.
Strider going to get a gain of 2. Right now, a mild upset going on here, Jeff, thanks to Tony Jansen for this one. Pocahontas area up 13-12 against the Southeast Valley.
That's a big one.
That is a big one, because with the South Central Calhoun win tonight, if Pokey wins, you would have a 3-way tie atop that district. So South Central not out of the hunt for a district championship. Strider going to keep it. He's got a chance to score. Gets the edge and goes in for the touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run from Strider, and the Creston Panthers are on the board.
Yeah, and again, that was aided by two calls not made. You know, and so the Carroll Tigers are going to have to rebound. They're not going to call that holding, so you're going to have to change the way you're doing things right now and make sure you put the pressure on a different direction.
So the Panthers on the board for the first time tonight, cuts into the Tiger lead. It's now 21-6. They'll kick the extra point here. And coming out to kick that extra point, looks like it's going to be Aiden Anderson. Hold is down, kick is up low, almost blocked, but it is up and good, and that'll make it a 21-7 ball game. We'll step away, take a break, back in a minute here on KCIM.
7:15 to go here in the third quarter. The score is now Carroll 21, Creston 7.
Dear Tiger Booster Club, I'd like to thank you for selecting me as a recipient of the Tiger Booster Club Scholarship. Receiving this sincerely means so much to me, and it will truly help me continue my education financially. Thank you for all the support over the last 4 years. It has meant so much to me. Sincerely, Ashley Onken.
.7:15 left here in the third quarter, and it'll be the Creston Panthers kicking it off. The last time they kicked off, they ended up kicking an onside. This time, looks like Pop lining up Jeff like he's going to kick kind of more of a normal deep kickoff, and he will. It's a low line drive. It'll be taken by the Tigers at around the 5-yard line. That is at Dirks, and the return was up the middle, and Creston had that one read pretty well and covered pretty well, Jeff. The return, though, out to the 24-yard line, and that is where the Tigers will have it first down and 10.
Still 4 yards longer. Oh, we got a break.
We have our first official timeout here tonight. We'll step away back in 30 seconds here on KCIM.
Back on the timeout. Tigers will have it first and 10 from their 24.
Today I'm going to show you how to donate to the Carroll High School Foundation. Search for Carroll High School Foundation. Once you're on the Carroll High School Foundation website, scroll down to the donate area and click on donate. When you're in the donate section, if you're going to use PayPal, scroll down and click on PayPal donation. Then you can use your PayPal or a debit or credit card.
Hey, Jeff Blankman here. I'd like to give a shout out to New Way Ford in Coon Rapids for sponsoring Sports on the Go with me and giving me a vehicle to drive to the game I'm covering here tonight in Carroll. Make sure to listen to hear in details about our New Way Ford vehicle of the game. Tonight's a 2017 Ford Escape with leather seats. Again, it's got a technology package. It's a recent trade-in. And, of course, you get that warranty forever at New Way Ford in Coon Rapids. So for more details, call New Way Ford at 800-861-7268 or find a picture and more details available on our website at 1380kcim.com. Sports on the Go with me, Jeff Blankman, powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids, home of warranty forever.
So are they supposed to go down and ask for the Jeff and Jeff discount?
I'm going to warn listeners, I don't know if they want that or not. You know, I don't know how well we're liked
sure they're
down there.
Overcharge you if you go down and ask for our discount.
They would be good to everybody, but you and me, questionable.
Well, I don't understand it because I'm really sweet when I go down there. Actually, the only one I want to see down there is Marley the dog.
Well, I'm just surprised that they allow you in Coon because you'd been banned for so many years.
There's back roads in there. They don't see
that is true.
I know
that
how to
is
get
true.
in and out of places.
Tigers have it first and 10. They start here at their own 24-yard line. They're going to run the jet sweep. They're trying to get Feldman. He's got the edge. Cuts it back inside. Nice little hesitation move as he'll get out of bounds at around the 34-yard line. So going to be nearly a 10-yard gain on that first play for Feldman. And the Tigers going to have it now second down. We're going to call. Nope, there they're going to go. They mark it first down, so it is going to be a first down run for Torrey Feldman.
Nice job of blocking that time on the edge, and that one took a while to develop. So they had to hold their blocks quite a while and did not hold, just stayed in the way and kept their arms in and got that edge. Nice job.
South Central Calhoun on the board again. They're now up at 32-7 on Belmont Clemmy. That game over on kick. Christensen out to the left. Feldman will split to the right. They'll send him now in motion, and they're going to give it to him again on the jet sweep. And that time Creston had it red, and he almost got hit in the backfield. Jeff was able to spin his way back to the 34-yard line. So no gain on the play. It worked so well the first time. They tried it to go the other way, and that time it did not work so well.
Very difficult because Carroll does Creston does a nice job of getting up into that hole and really not letting you get sideline to sideline.
They've got good team speed, and
yes,
we already talked about the fact that as wrestlers, they know how to tackle.
Yeah, so we've tried it in the first half. We've tried it again here in the second half. Just that's not there tonight, and that's just going to be one of those deals where they're quicker to the corners than we are. And it's a play that doesn't work tonight.
Feldman out to the left, Christensen to the right. Again, Feldman goes in motion. They'll fake it to him. Jones wanting to throw. He had Siebenoller down the middle wide open, and the ball going to be knocked away. The problem was Schabel was also running, Jeff, a pattern, and him and Siebenoller ended up coming together. So you had two Tigers going up for the ball and one Panther going up. It got into the hands of Siebenoller, but then he got hit from behind, and the ball's going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, looking at the coaches, somebody was supposed to run a fly.
Yep.
So,
well, you had two guys running flies, but they were kind of angling towards the middle of the field towards each other.
I think one was supposed to break it off, is the way it looked. One was supposed to break it off, one was supposed to, and they both broke it off. And that's the problem, is that one needed to keep going and try to drag more people with them. So
ESAC now up 58-0 over MVAOCOU. Two wide receivers to the left, two to the right for Jones. He's got Johnston in the backfield with him. Wants to throw the football. It's going to be downfield, and it's going to be tipped an interception. It was through the hands of Schabel, and Creston going to come up with the interception. Flag comes out on the return. A second flag comes in on the return, but the Panthers with the interception going to get the ball all the way down to the Tiger 30-yard line. Making the pick that time was Connor Travis.
Yeah, not sure what happened that time with Shable. It looked like it was in his hands. I don't know if it was a little bit behind. He didn't expect it or what it was, but right through his arms up in the air and picked off. And there's 2 flags here. We'll have to listen to what they are. I'm guessing both of them are on Creston.
Here comes the
Block
call.
in the back. On the return, number 56, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Oh, they both saw the same thing.
Yep. The flags were a ways away from each other.
Well, the Whitecap must be awful slow tonight because he threw that sucker way late.
Yep.
So, but they both saw the same thing.
So another penalty on Creston. They've hurt themselves with that tonight. 6 penalties, 70 yards. So instead of Creston having the ball deep in Carroll territory, they're still going to have it in Tiger territory, but it's going to be at the 37 instead of down and around the 20-yard line.
Carroll's
They'll come out.
Sloppy now. They got to turn it around.
Shotgun formation, 2 out to the right. They'll fake the handoff. Strider again wanting to throw, drops back. He's got a man down there. That's a Baker. Great coverage that time. I think that was Feldman running stride for stride with him, and Feldman, Jeff, almost had a better chance of going up and making that catch.
Yeah, he tried to go up there good. I think if he just kept running, it would have went right in his arms. They were both kind of stopped and reached up, and yeah, he was right with him. And really, if you look at this, quarterback's overthrown most of the night.
Yep.
The one he made to Berg was an underthrow because he had pressure in his face, and that was probably his best throw. He sails it out there, and he doesn't really give him a chance to run under it.
And Baker looked like he slowed up a little bit, too, so that's why that ball might have ended up a little bit overthrown. Baker and one other wide receiver out to the right. That's a Berg. They're going to drop Strider back again. He wants to throw. Now throws downfield, and a nice catch that time. Are they going to mark him inbounds?
Oh,
they
my.
are. Catch going to be made down around the 18-yard line, so a pickup of 19, and one heck of a catch that time for Baker.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I would have really guessed that had been out of bounds, but nice job of getting those feet down and making that catch.
Strider now 9 of 19 unofficially, 133 yards. And Jeff, all of a sudden, Carroll was in complete control. Creston puts a touchdown on the board here. You've got a 21-14 game late in the third quarter.
Just feels like Carroll relaxed. They've been dominating so much that they relaxed, and now they got to turn it back up. Ball.
Handball handed off to Hayes. He's going to fumble it, and I think the Carroll Tigers may have pounced on it. Yep, and coming out of there with it is going to be Troutman, and the Tigers will have the football, and they'll have it at the 19-yard line.
That's what Carroll needed. You just felt like they were relaxed after getting in there. They got to the point where they were settled down. You're up big. You've been dominating all night. It's just that natural reaction. And Creston, a couple of big plays, interception and a big penalty with a touchdown was threatening. But the Carroll defense then got their hand in there, knocked that ball away, and got that ball back and stopped it.
And that is absolutely what the Carroll Tigers needed. They'll have the football now. Christensen will split out to the right. They'll come out in a 2 tight end set, I formation, looking to run the football with it. Johnson flag going to come in, tackle made at the 20, so it'll be a 1-yard gain. But Jeff, where that one came out, that's got to be a hold call against the Carroll Tigers. We'll wait and get the call here from the official once they discuss things. Tigers already backing up, so that's already a sign.
Denny was in one of the guys' ear pretty hard about holding, so I'm guessing this was okay. You want it, coach? We'll call it. But you know, it rightfully so. There were some pretty egregious holds on that one drive.
Number 67, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
So that one again against the Tigers. I've got Carroll just unofficially right now with 4 penalties, about 30 yards in penalty yards, but not, Creston 6 penalties, 70 yards, Jeff.
Yeah, and that was on the opposite side of the ball. So if that's kind of one of those where I'm saying, I think Denny had a little chat with him, and it was one of those, okay, coach, you want a holding call? I'm going to give you one, because they haven't really called it all night long. So didn't have a whole lot to do with the play, but it was a hold.
Tigers going to come out in a pistol formation, 2 to the right and a 1 to the left. They'll send a man in motion, so now they're going to have trips out to the right. They want to throw it. Again, it's completed to Johnston, and he is going to kind of dance on the sidelines and then be knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. So a completed pass, but no gain on the play. And it'll bring up second down now and about 20 yards to go. 4th catch of the night for Ryan Johnston.
Yeah, again, those slow developing things really gives Creston time to rally the ball, and they're really good at rallying the ball. The ones that were working earlier were those quick hitters. See if they go back to that with the runs here and try to rip off some 8 to 10 yards up the middle.
21-7 right now in favor of the Tigers. 4.5 remaining third quarter. Jeff Blankman, Jeff Honnold with you. Two wide receivers out to the right. Trips actually out to the right. One wide receiver to the left. Pistol formation for Jones. Johnston lines up behind him. They'll hand it off. Johnston's got some running room up the middle, and he's going to get out near the 25-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 25, a pickup of 15. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 5, a very manageable play now for the Carroll Tigers.
Yeah, I think Coach McCartan was feeling what I'm feeling. All right, you guys are going to rally the ball. We're just going to rip it right up the gut and put our big guys against yours and see if he doesn't do something like that again on 3rd and 5. Maybe look for that option play again, too, where they can go up the middle.
Yeah, Creston right now across the front, 210, 220, 200. Tigers 300, 240, 235, 210, 245. Tigers
running back
should be able to run the football here tonight. Jones going to throw. It's going to be intercepted. Baker read that one beautifully, Jeff, and he jumped at that pass. I saw him coming before Jones even wanted to throw the football, and he was on a dead sprint. That's going to be a 20-yard interception for a touchdown.
Yeah, that one was telegraphed, and he ran the route, and, that one was just one of those tough spots to be in.
That was one of the things that the Tigers did not need to happen here. Had just gotten the momentum back, and now the turnover turns into a touchdown. And it's going to put Creston back on the board, up 21, down now 21-14, pending this extra point from Aiden Anderson. And right now they've got the momentum.
They do. Carroll had everything in their favor.
Kick is up. It is good. And that'll make it a 21-14 ball game. We'll step away. We're back in a minute here on KCIM.
PAT is good. 3:37 left in the 3rd quarter. Score is now.
Dear Carroll Booster Club, thank you for choosing me as a recipient for one of your scholarships. It is an honor to be selected out of so many deserving candidates. Thanks also for everything you've provided student athletes during my 4 years at Carroll High. I will be attending Iowa State and studying finance, and this will help cover the cost of tuition and room and board. Sincerely, Colby Vincent.
Do you know a little boy who just can't wait to step onto the football field as a Carroll Tiger someday? Does he want to wear the jersey, score the touchdown, win the big game? Do you know a high school athlete who is so proud to play for the Carroll Tigers? Well, the Booster Club helps all 3 of these athletes, because when we purchase the best equipment, the coolest jerseys, and so much more, our programs can expand and grow. If you want your little Tiger looking his best as he runs out onto the football field someday, join them.
Well, folks, felt really good with Carroll up 14-0 at the halftime. Then they got up 21-0 to start the 3rd quarter off of the interception from Torrey Feldman. The kickoff from Creston going to go out of bounds. So the Tigers, unless they make him re-kick, will get really good field position. But all of a sudden, Jeff, 14-0 run from Creston. This game's got a little different feel to it.
Well, Carroll got away from what they were doing.
Yep.
You know, they were dominating the line of scrimmage, running it up the middle, wearing out that other side, and they kind of got away from that. So now the defense has a little snap to them. The offense has a little snap to it because you haven't worn down the same guys. They're not that deep. And now Carroll's looking at 21-14. So if I'm Coach McCartan, I'm probably going to go back to what was working, and that was that run up the middle with Johnson. Make them stop that. Let your big guys wear out their big guys and see if you can't slow everything down here a little bit on Creston.
South Central Calhoun leading Belmont Clemmy, 32-7 end of the 3rd. Coon Rapids Baird on top of Glidden, 43-0 end of the 3rd. They'll run the option. Toss play back to Johnston, and he is going to be wrapped up and dropped back at the 34-yard line, so a loss of 1 on the play. That option was working early, Jeff, but a lot of that was Jones keeping it. Looks like Creston made those adjustments at halftime. That time he didn't have that cutback lane up the middle to go to.
I think he still could have. I think that would have been a better play. You know, you're trying to get it to your horse out there, but again, you got to realize that if you're the quarterback, that those slow developing outsides don't work. So whenever you get a chance to cut it up, you got to. And same with the backs. You got to understand. You got to get that thing cut up as fast as you can. You can't just jog out there.
Christensen split wide right. Feldman in the slot right side. They've got a shotgun formation. Going to hand the football off. Try to get Troutman out here on the edge. And again, Creston just too quick. And those jet sweep type plays just are not working against the speed of this Creston and athleticism of this Creston defense. That's going to be a loss of 2, and it'll bring up 3rd down now and about 13 to go.
Yeah, they haven't worked all night.
Well, they got the one from Feldman, and other than that, they've really kind of struggled on that play tonight.
You know, and that was a couple good blocks, and maybe not. That was some really good blocks on the outside. So Now you got to throw the ball, so see if they can maybe get something deep here.
ESAC extending their lead to 65-0 here tonight against MVAO COU. Jones wanting to throw on third, wants to go downfield. Now pressure comes. He's going to have to scramble, and he is going to be sacked at the 25-yard line. So the Tigers going to end up losing 10 yards on that possession. And you're starting to hear a little bit of the crowd noise bleeding through as we've got that mic out there, Jeff. I heard a few groans coming from the crowd after that one.
Yeah, I think, there really wasn't anybody open. He had the ball a long time. You can't expect the line to hold super. I mean, they did a nice job, but that was a long time. You were into 8-9 seconds. That's, the ball's got to be out or you got to take off running.
Ty Nissen on to punt the football away again, averaging about 40 yards per punt, one of the best punters in the state. That is a high end-over-end punt. It's going to go out of bounds now near the end. It will be the 41-yard line of Creston. So Creston going to have pretty good field position out near midfield with a minute 27 left here in the third quarter. And the Tigers right now kind of clinging to a 21-14 lead.
Creston's done a nice job here in the second half of flipping the field. Carroll's really not had that short field like they had earlier. So see if they can get a turnover here, get a short field, and really need to turn it back up. I mean, they're still kind of coasting. It's hard when you kind of shut it down to get it back up. So see if Carroll can do it and break this momentum.
Panthers will put 3 wide receivers out to the right, 1 wide receiver, that's Howard, out here to the left. Pistol formation for Strider. Now sliding over is Worcester to the right side of him. They're going to snap, and we're going to get a flag, and we're going to get some movement up front. Going to go against Creston, so that'll be their 7th penalty here tonight for 7.
Defense, the cornerback position. You must have been looking at blitzing from
Loma leading now. ICAM Manning 35-6. Panorama up on Kemper, end of the third, 34-10. Strider with it, 1st and 5. Ball at the 45-yard line. Wants to throw out of the shotgun. Pressure now comes. He is being chased by Pontow and Dirks. He's going to throw that one into the back of the Creston bench over there. Good play by him. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
That ball actually hit the grandstand.
Yeah.
That's a chuck. That's getting rid of her.
And you know what? That's what you need to do if you're him. Live to throw it another down, right?
He's got a cannon. Not very accurate, but he has got a cannon.
And I tell you what, if I had Abe Dirks chasing me, for one, he's quick.
Yep.
I'd want to get rid of it a little bit quick, too. Panthers, again, going to split a couple of wide receivers out. Wallace goes out to the right along with 2 other receivers. They've got 2 out here to the left. That's Berg and Baker. Strider looks left to start with. Now goes across the middle, and pass is complete. And making the catch that time is Bruce, and he's going to get down to the Tiger 46-yard line. That is going to be enough for a 1st down, as it's a pickup of 8 yards.
And that's been what's been working, and that's a tough. That quick 3-step drop, get the ball out of your hand. Not get the rush in there. That's tough to defend. You just, as a defensive back, you don't get time to really read what's going on. You're just trying to figure out what the receiver's doing, and he knows where he's going. So it's a tough play to defend.
ICAM Manning falling here tonight, 35-6 to Loma, as that one goes final. Strider again wanting to throw. Pressure comes, scrambles up, now goes deep down the sideline over the head of his intended receiver, Derek Pop. And that one will fall incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down now and at 10 to go. Unofficially here on the night, I've got Strider now 10 of 21 for 141 yards and 2 interceptions.
And that time Johnson checked in earlier, and he is, from that nose guard position, is getting in there pretty quick there and throwing things off. And that's what you got to do. You saw it last night with Tom Brady. If you can get that pressure up the middle, that really disrupts.
40 seconds left here in the third, 21-14. In favor of Carroll, but Creston threatening again here, and Strider having to scramble, and a good tackle in the backfield. Ponto there also in there that time. Jeff trying to catch that number. Was that Dirk's number 4 there?
Yeah, it looks like it. And that was actually a design draw. He dropped back, acted like he was going to throw it, and then tried to catch Carroll off guard with the draw. But nice job that time. I think Johnston was in there. I think Dirks was in there. They had a bunch of them in there.
Loss of 2 on the play. And it'll bring up now 3rd down and 12. And that's probably going to be the final play here. Down to 4 seconds left. Creston still in the huddle. We're through 3 quarters of play. Tigers are leading it here 21-14. Back with the 4th quarter in 1 minute on KCIM.
A modern needs
bus to the 712 Youth Center following tonight's game. It is open from 9:30 to midnight, and the bus will be located in the parking lot on the visitor side of the stadium. 7th through 12th grade students invited to ride the black bus to the 712 Youth Center following tonight's game. It's open from 9:30 to midnight, and the bus will be located in the parking lot on the visitor side of the stadium. Thank you.
Motor Inn Player of the Game coming up following the ball game tonight. Motor Inn of Cary, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. Jeff, not going to be an easy Motor Inn Player of the Game tonight. Tigers leading this one 21-14 as we head to the fourth quarter here tonight. Tigers led this one early in the third, 21-0. Now trying to get that momentum back.
Yeah, let's see if they can flip it here in the fourth. They didn't have a real good third. They started out good. They got a touchdown but since then have kind of let things slip. So see if they can get that turned back around here and get this victory that they're going to need and get some momentum going here for playoffs.
South Central Calhoun, after a Jordan Kamani-Vong interception, Brennan Holder scores. They now lead Belmont Clemmy 38-7. That one late in the ball game.
Kind of what we thought
9
there.
minutes left. Yep. Strider out of the shotgun, trips to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Tigers going to drop 8, rush 3. Strider now steps up. He's got some running room. Giving chase is going to be Collison, and good hustle by Collison to kind of run him down. He'll get down to the Tiger 42-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6. It'll bring up 4th down and 6. And Jeff, if I'm them, I go for it here.
No, I don't think you want to give this Carroll team anything here. They're going to try to punt.
They are going to punt it away. Okay.
They're really going to work on trying to flip the script here. They've kept Carroll on their own end. You can get them pinned deep here. Hope to get a penalty out of it and really pin them deep. So, make this Carroll team. They haven't had a sustained drive for quite a while. Make them try to drive it.
That is true. I just was thinking momentum. You pick it up. You maybe can get this game tied. And now it's going to be a high end over end kick. Feldman going to let it go. It'll take a Creston bounce, and that is going to work out very much to their benefit. Ball going to be touched and down at around the 7-yard line with 11:11 left here in the football game.
Football 101 there, my boy. Now you got Carroll that's got to drive the length of the field. They've struggled lately. Now, if I'm Coach McCartan, I'm giving it to 30. Quick hitters up the middle. Blast your way out of this thing. Get it up towards midfield. Nothing fancy. Just try to blow your way through here. Let your big boys win the battle and maybe catch them over the top with a pass later.
Southeast Valley takes a 20-13 lead now on Pocahontas area. That has a lot of impact on South Central Calhoun. I formation for the Tigers. They'll turn, hand it off to Caden Cook, and Cook fights his way out past the
nice
10 out to, let's give him the 11-yard line, a pickup before. And that was just, I think, the offensive line and him getting a little physical that time.
Yeah, and again, they power I. We're gonna. Denny's thinking like I am. All right, time to make it go. And Caden that time didn't have a lot of open hole there. He just kind of made one and kept driving. So that's a good-looking run from a young man that you want to see.
Feldman splits out to the left. 2 tight ends had I formation. Creston 3 down linemen, 5 linebackers in the line of scrimmage. They're going to hand it off to Johnston, and Johnston hit at the line of scrimmage, able to break that tackle, then fights his way for a 4-yard gain out to the 15. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2 to go. Johnston now officially 15 carries for 66 yards.
Yeah, and that's the down and distance you want, and that's been what's working for him. Stay in tight, Creston knows exactly what's going to happen here. You get another 1st down. Now you can open it up. Now you can start throwing a little bit. But you want to do what's been working, these quick hitters, and blow your way up here.
I think 3rd and 2, you might want to run it here.
I would hit him with a run here.
Offensive line, they'll come back out in an I formation. They'll hand it off to Cook, and he is going to be hit right at the 22, maybe squeeze just past it. It's going to be close to a 1st down run here, but it might bring up 4th and short. We'll see what the officials say.
Nope, go.
And they are going to move the chains. It'll be a 1st down for the Tigers. So a big 2-yard run that time from Caden Cook, and it'll be a 1st down for Carroll.
Yeah, and if you're Carroll, why switch? Scratch where it itches, right? Just keep pounding away. Wear these guys out. You're winning that battle up front. Keep beating away at that. You got Cook in there with it. You got an extra blocker to give Johnson an extra spot to go, and just keep pounding away.
Feldman going to split out here to the left. I formation again, 2 tight ends set. Again, Creston with 9 guys in the box, a little play action. Jones wants to go deep. He's got Shable down there, and it's just off his fingertips at midfield. He had a step on the defender that time, as trailing him on the play was Bruce, and it's going to bring up second down now and 10.
And Bruce did a great job right at the end. Tomahawk chopped his arms. He had it at his fingertips, and that tomahawk chop was just enough to pop it back out of there. But
that might have been the best pass tonight from Jones. He put that one only where Shable could get to it.
Yep, and Shable got his hands on it, but again, that chop kind of broke it up right at the end. If you just one more step of separation, you're probably gone.
Tigers will go back to a pistol look. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Johnston lines up behind Jones. They'll send a man in motion. Jones wanting to throw again, and he's going deep down the middle, and it is incomplete. And that time, he had Feldman on the left side running a slant pattern, and then he had Christensen on the right, Jeff. They end up running into each other, not really into each other, but they ran the patterns the same way, and it was actually the defender on Christensen who ran into Feldman as he got that ball and knocked it free.
And Feldman needs to come out of there. He got sandwiched between 2 guys, and the ball led them there, and he got hit both from the right and the left, and that's what spun him around. And yeah,
you don't see guys on opposite sides run patterns where they literally almost are going to run into each other.
And we've seen that a couple times tonight where you had too many there. So just little things going wrong for the Tigers right now.
Second now, third down and 10. Again, Jones wanting to throw the football, drops back, pressure comes. He's going to be sacked, and that's going to be back at around the 12 or 13. Let's give him the 13-yard line, a loss of 4, and the Tigers going to have to punt the football away. And Jeff, surprised after picking up the first down with 3 running plays, they come out and they throw it 3 times in a row.
No, that's Denny's done that. He tries to, the right idea. I mean, he threw it on first down, thought he'd get it. Now you're behind the chains, so you're thinking, well, I can get my second one. Now you got 2 incompletes. Well, on third down, you have to throw it.
Yep.
And you're just trying to catch them. I mean, they were thinking like me, keep running, keep running, keep running. Denny tries to catch them, and not a bad idea, but once you don't get it, now you're chasing.
Ty Nissen to punt it away. Pressure comes, almost blocked. He got it underneath. Berg calls for the fair catch. He'll make it at the Creston 46-yard line. So the Panthers, again, going to have a very good field position. They started their last drive at their own 41-yard line. They'll start this one at their own 46-yard line. 8:27 left in this football game. Tigers still holding on to a 21-14 lead.
We'll go back to that last possession. I'm not saying that was wrong to do what he did to throw.
Right.
Because you're trying to catch him off guard. I'm sure Creston was thinking like I'm thinking. Well, you're going to keep pounding up the middle. And they had a shot at it.
Yep.
But once you missed that first one, you were kind of behind the chains, and now you're stuck with throwing. So,
well, you could have run on second and then see what happens, and then you go off a third down. And I'm not saying I know how to play call better than Denny, folks. Don't get me wrong. He knows a lot more about football than I do. Carry this time up by Worster, and Worster off the left side for the Panthers gets out around the 48-yard line, so a pickup of 2 on the play for him. Going to bring up second down now and 8 to go.
Now you're going to try to get this defense to get turnover. The other reason I would have liked to see them run, they were winning that battle up front, and you're trying to wear out. They're using the same guys. Try to wear that front group out, and even their special teams are smaller guys.
And it kept the clock running. Those incomplete passes did stop the clock. So Tigers with a 21-14 lead. Panthers second down and 8 at their own 48-yard line. Ball over in the left hash mark. Trips out here to the right. They're going to throw, and it is going to be completed. And that'll be Wallace with the catch. He's only going to get to midfield, so a pickup of 2. Really good defense, Jeff, that time against a wide receiver screen. The Tigers read it well, flowed to the football.
Yeah, you're seeing them rally pretty well to the football, and I think that was something that was missing early as well. Now you're seeing 3, 4, 5 black jerseys going after it.
Third down and 6 now facing the Panthers. Play clock down to about 20 seconds. Don't forget New Way Ford Scoreboard Show on KCIM and Kick following the games tonight. It'll start at 10 o'clock and go 10 to midnight. Nathan Cones, Drew Derrickson going to be in the studios tonight getting all those interviews. Strider throws the screen to Pop. Pop's got some running room. He's got the first down inside the Tiger 40. They're going to actually mark him down just inside the 40. One guy's got 39. The other guy's got just inside the 40. So we'll see who wins that battle. But it's going to be a pickup of at least 10 yards.
Yeah, and that time they didn't feel it. When you look around and it's all black jerseys, then you got to understand that the screen is being hit at you, and they didn't turn and go the other way. They kept pursuing the quarterback. So Tiger front that time bit hard on that screenplay.
Coon Rapids Bayard winning 49-0. East Sac over Maple Valley Anthenoto 65-0. They'll turn, they'll hand the football off, and no gain that time for Hayes. Tackled right at the 40-yard line, maybe a loss of a half a yard. And that's a big stop for the Tiger defense. It's going to bring up second down now. Let's call it 11 yards to go.
Yeah, and the Tigers really need to get a stop here and you know, force him. This now might be 4-down territory. I mean, you're getting
down to 6 minutes.
Yeah, you really need to get a score in here. You don't want the Tigers to take the ball, because if they get it back, you have to think they're going to try to just run the ball and run the clock.
They'll put Berg and Baker out to the left, trips out here to the right. Wallace, one of those, along with Pop. Strider wanting to throw, and again, they had set up the wide receiver screen, and that time Strider ends up throwing it over the head of his intended receiver, Berg, and just like that, now the Panthers are facing a 3rd down and 10.
Well, Carlson that time blew through the line and got in there before they could even get that set up. Good job that time of Carlson reading it, seeing it, and breaking up that screen before it gets started. And you didn't see the offensive line didn't break through either. They kind of held contained. And that really helped as well.
And Gus Collison, Jeff, has really done a great job tonight of putting pressure. He's not always getting the sacks and tackles, but he has been chasing Strider out of the pocket all night long.
Yeah, he's got, I've been watching him.
He's got hand speed. Yeah, absolutely. I'm Certainly not Pete.
He might actually be up for one of my players of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. So Strider with 3 wide receiver to the right. Pressure comes, and the sack going to be made. 3 different Tigers there on the sack. And that's going to be back to the 44-yard line, a loss of 5, and now the Panthers forced to punt it away.
And Carlson and Johnson there for the Tigers, putting a lot of pressure on. That's two blitzes in a row. So, again, Tigers doing a good job that time of picking it up when they need to, and they are going to get that sack forced to punt, I think.
Jeff, they are lined up to punt.
Got
Any chance of a fake here?
Well, always a chance, but you need to punt this one.
Yeah, okay, 5:25 left here in the game. They will punt it, and Feldman going to make the catch at the 10. Had a man in his face, able to break the tackle for a second. And he's going to be wrapped up and brought down at the 13-yard line. So Tigers, again, buried deep in their own territory. 5:15 left here in the football game. They'll have it 1st down and 10, up 21-14.
And Carroll played punt safe on that one. They were thinking the same thing. There's a chance you're that close. And I think Creston probably had a double call.
Yep.
You know, if this, then you can. If not, punt it. And I think that's what it looked like to me.
Carroll has come with pressure every time. They've been going for the block and stuff. So, yeah, we've got a timeout on the field, an official one. Jeff Blankman with here. I want to give a shout-out to New Way Ford in Coon Rapids for sponsoring Sports on the Go with me, Jeff Blankman, and giving me a vehicle to drive to the games that I'm covering tonight here in Carroll. And there is a New Way Ford and Carroll Broadcasting wrap that says
they're putting something on there with you driving around.
It is,
they're
absolutely.
And stuff, so
it looks really cool, and it looks like we're going to get a picture on Monday, and we'll probably get that up on our social media sites. Make sure you listen throughout our games to find out what the vehicle of the night is and the vehicle of the game. Tonight it's a 2017 Ford Escape SE, leather seats, does have the technology package, and it is a recent trade-in. And, of course, New Way Ford has that warranty forever. So you can learn more information by calling Kyle Bauer and Mike Deeth and all the guys.
You, but that's one heck of a dog. Have you ever seen Marley?
I have.
Marley's cool. Marley and I are buds. We're good buddies, so I enjoy going in there and rattling their cages.
And we enjoy those guys. We pick on them a little bit here, but it's all in fun.
I pick on them because they're fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
And don't think that they don't get even with me when I walk in there. I mean, Deeth is not going to let me win anything. And, I mean, the only one that's really nice to me down there. Well, the ladies up front are, and so is Dave Rim. But the rest of them, it's a war usually when we walk in there.
Big possession here for the Carroll Tigers. 5:15 left. They'll come out. Shotgun formation. They'll send a man in motion. They're going to hand the football off, trying to get Dirks on the edge. And again, that play going to be stretched out. He'll be wrapped up, brought down at the 15-yard line. And a very good play again for Creston that time. And making the tackle was Connor Travis. Jeff, he stretched that one out and then still was able to make the tackle. A pickup of 2 on the play for Dirks.
No, there's going to ball.
Yep.
You know, one of the things I'm seeing too on that stretch play, they're trying to spread. They're trying to get all the way to the edge. I think if they would turn it up a little bit quicker, and because that guy's really doing a good job of contain.
Staying
so
wide.
You could actually cut that into the contain person and maybe pick up about 4 or 5, but. You know, that's just something you have to adjust to.
Dark's out to the right. Feldman splits out here to the left. Pistol formation for Jones. Wants to throw. It is complete.
Flag.
And we've got a flag.
That's
2 flags. Yep, absolutely. Well, he got him, I thought, down around the ankles. Tackle made that time, or the catch made, I should say, by Johnston. Tackle made at the 14-yard line. 1 flag came out right away, and then another one came out.
How many flags you got on him?
Well, you're supposed to, I think, carry 2.
Well, he used them all.
He did, and then the hat would be the 3rd one if it happens. I've only seen that once.
If they go past that, they'll be taking clothes off, and I don't really want to see it.
Yeah. You'd have to throw a
He's got gloves on. He can throw he's got his gloves. He can
we are going to hear what the call is here. Hopefully. They're still having a discussion. I thought maybe he was going to flip the ref mic on, and now I think he's going to do it.
Well, maybe, kind of, sort of.
Okay, so we have illegal touching. The end was covered up, and he caught the ball. So it's a 5-yard penalty and loss of down. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, so you heard the call there.
All those flags for 1?
Yep. Well, illegal receiver and an illegal touching, so.
Oh, that's what we called the illegal receiver first, and then they touch the ball. So, yeah, okay, I got you. Now I see why you called 2.
So it's going to end up being a 5-yard penalty here on the Tigers.
Could have used the same flag.
Well, yeah, but it technically was.
A little bit of extra drama over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we like a little drama.
No, we don't. I'm drama-free.
And I will say this. I do not want to switch jobs with officials. They got a hard job out there. Jones going to throw the football. It is complete. Got to be short of the first down. And a late flag. That could be a late hit. And that could go against Creston. So that might help the Tigers move that one up to a first down.
They're going to call illegal block in the back? How are they calling illegal block in the back? There's nobody out there blocking.
Unless it was before that. We'll have to wait and see what the call is.
He did the shove move, unless he's calling it late. I don't see. Personal foul.
Personal foul going to go against Creston. Yep, we'll hear it now.
Personal foul. Illegal helmet contact, number 83. 15-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down.
So that gain would have been out to about the 23-yard line. It would have been just shy of the first down. It would have been about 2 yards shy. It would have been a pickup of 13. But the flag will give the Tigers the first down.
So the referee that called that shoved his hands out like he was calling blocking the back. When there's nobody there, who blocked? All right, so Tigers have got the ball moving here forward. Let's see if they can go ahead and keep pounding this out here and burn this clock up.
Tigers will have it for 35 and counting here in the 4th quarter, up 21-14. Jones again under pressure, and that time Tigers sent out 5 wide receivers, and Creston had a blitz, and they had more guys than the Tigers had, and Jones tackled back at the 30 for a loss of 6.
And the lineman kind of released, so it almost felt like it was supposed to be some sort of screen.
But nobody was in the area for a screen.
Yeah. I don't know if it was supposed to be maybe a draw or
but 4 guys about 10-15 yards down the field, and another guy kind of out on the left.
Yeah,
flat.
that's another one of those plays. I think I threw that in the trash can because I don't know what was working there. But
2 wide receivers out to the right, 2 to the left. Shotgun formation. Johnson or Jones will send a man in motion. They're going to hand it off, and that is Schabel, and he's going to be tackled at the 31-yard line. A gain of 1 on the play. And it's going to bring up now 3rd down at about 15-16 for the Tigers, as the Tiger offense, who had been very impressive, all of a sudden beginning to struggle a little bit.
Yeah, it's just not going to get those edges. I mean, this is, we've said it all night. This Creston defense is doing a nice job sideline to sideline, and they really do a good job of containing. So really the Carroll Tigers are going to have to tack up the middle here. Now you're going to have to get them with a pass. Look for the blitz.
Pistol formation, trips to the right, 1 wide receiver, which is Christensen out here to the left. And they're going to fake it, and Jones that time ran into one of his offensive linemen in the backfield. He faked it to Johnston up the middle, then wanted to get out to the right edge, ran into one of his offensive linemen, and ends up getting tackled back at the 26-yard line, a loss of 5 on the play. And the Tigers are going to end up, Jeff, having to punt the football away here, and Creston going to get it. If I'm Carroll, I let this run all the way down, because then you end up punting it with just over 2 minutes remaining.
Well, I think they were setting it up on a screen over here to Johnson. He came through, and I think that was the idea, was to go to the right and then throw it all the way back across. But Creston blitzed into that, and that doesn't work.
So Nissen to punt it away. They snap it with 6 seconds left. He'll get the punt off. At this time, it's a little shorter punt, but it's going to take a great Tiger roll. And it'll be downed by Dirks, down and around the Panther 23-yard line. 2:23 left in the football game. Tigers right now up 21-14.
Great punter, such a weapon.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I tell you what, Jeff, he's also a great linebacker. Has not had the opportunity to be back there much here the last couple of weeks, but what a tremendous football player Ty Nissen is.
Yeah, and again, you're talking about that punt. I mean, you got nice roll. He actually changed the way he punted that one to get a roll, hopefully, or bounce. And you know, now all of a sudden it flipped the field, and the Tigers have a little more room to work here and can put a little more pressure on and maybe get a turnover in a short field.
South Central Calhoun winning 44-7 tonight against a Belmont Clemmy. Creston with the football, 1st down and 10, ball at their own 22, 2:23 remaining. Strider out of the shotgun, wants a screen, nothing there. Now steps up and throws it
pocket.
Again, close. Very close, but they're not going to throw a flag. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 as he threw that one out to the track.
Well, I suppose there was a guy there he airmailed, but
yeah, and oh.
There was no intention of that guy catching that ball. That thing, that's a.
And as long as you got a guy in that area, they're not going to flag you for that.
Nope. He airmailed him nice, and when you hit the stadium, you're airmailing it.
Mackey Motors postgame show coming up following the broadcast here tonight. Strider again out of the shotgun, 2 to the left and 2 to the right. Tigers come with a 3-man rush, and the ball incomplete. Nearly. It wasn't nearly intercepted by Troutman, Jeff, but he probably had a better shot than what the receiver Bruce did.
It was overthrown. Troutman read it. He broke on it. He had the best chance of catching it, and it was nearly intercepted.
He just had too far to run.
Yeah, if that ball would have been thrown anywhere correctly, I think he would have gotten it.
Each team right now with 3 timeouts remaining, and you can hear the fans down here right in front of us with these bleachers. It really reverberates up into our area when they're stomping
It is nice hearing live, though, but look for the Tigers. This is a big down for them. They flip the script here and see if they can't get a shorter field, so they need to get a stop on this one.
Pistol formation, trips out to the right, 1 to the left. Strider again wanting to throw, and he threw that one deep, and the receiver cut it off. Baker cut it off. He went back about 12 yards, Jeff, for a 1st down. Then he stopped. The ball thrown deep. It'll fall incomplete. You're going to bring up 4th down and 10. 2:05 remaining. You got all 3 of your timeouts left. Do you punt it, or do you just go for it all here, Jeff, and try to get the 1st down here and keep this drive going? Because if you don't get it, game's over either way.
You have to go here. I mean, they're just, you know, you needed to go for it, probably one of the 2 that you had in their field, but you thought you had the field flip. You have to get a 1st down here. Carroll needs to be able to put some pressure on here because he's got a tendency to throw the ball away quickly if you do.
Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Pressure comes up the middle. Cook, Johnston chases him out of the pocket. Pass is tipped incomplete. Coverage down the field by Christensen, and the Tigers will take over on the turnover on downs at the Creston 22-yard line.
Bend but don't break. They've bent all night long. They've really done a nice job, but when they really needed that defense to step up, they picked it back up and got the pressure on. And, you know, the quarterback has been known all night long to throw it long. He's been bailing his Strider. He doesn't do well with those long throws, and he's got a quick clock. He's been hit a lot this year, so you get pressure on there, he's going to want to roll and get out of there quickly, and that's what the Tigers use. Now let's see if they just go back to the ground game.
And, Jeff, with them having 3 timeouts left, Tigers really need to kind of score here.
You just go drive it in.
21-14.
Hand it up the middle and make them earn it.
They're going to give it off to Johnson. He's got some running room, gets down inside the 20, down near the 15-yard line, a pickup of 7 on the play. And it'll bring up 2nd down now and about 3 yards to go, and it is going to be a timeout by Creston. We'll step away. We'll take a break. Back in 30 seconds here on KCIM.
With interest rates at an all.
Panthers take their 1st timeout of the 2nd half.
Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. The Mackey Motors postgame show coming up for you following the game. Minute 49 left in this one. Tigers on top of Creston, 21-14. Jeff Blackman and Jeff Honnold, known a few years ago as Jeff Squared.
Ooh.
And that might have been because we're both squares.
It wasn't because of, it's bad.
Two wide receivers to the right, one to the left. Was that Becca Pudens that started that?
She got me again with it the other day.
Yep, there's a handoff up the middle. Johnston not going anywhere, and probably going to get another timeout, and we will by Creston. Tigers going to have it now 3rd down and 3. Johnston unofficially, 17 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown. Jeff, Tigers really need a first down here. I mean, a field goal makes it a 2-possession game, and Elijah Lee has got a great leg. He is not attempted a field goal yet this year. He is 4 of 4 on extra points, but I know he's a guy that's got a leg, but if you get the first down here, it's over.
Yeah, you just got to get the first down. You don't really even need the score. You just get the first down and get them out of timeout. So, this one, if you're Denny, you're going to have to, you don't really want to throw it. You want to keep that clock running. So what's your best play? What's worked best for you all night? It could be that option, but cut it up quickly.
Yep.
That's worked well for them. If you're Creston, you're guessing. Yep. You're guessing between two guys. You got Johnson and Jones. Those are the two that I got to be concerned about. So, and they've been concerned about the end around. So,
yep.
I mean, do you get tricky, turn it around, hope that they bite? I think I stay with the two guys that have got me here and try to get it with those two.
They'll come out pistol formation, 2 wide receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Got a slot on the left side. That's Cade Schabel. Johnston behind, and they're going to hand it off to Johnston, and that play was doomed from the get-go as the handoff wasn't real good, Jeff. They haven't blown the whistle dead, so the clock's still running. Tackle going to be made. They're going to give him forward progress to the 17. It's actually going to be a loss of 2, and the Tigers now going to be facing a 4th and 5, and the Panthers will use their final timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on KCIM.
Creston takes their final timeout of the half. The 4th and 6 for the Tigers from the Panther 18-yard line.
Carroll Tigers trying to hold on and finish the regular season at 3-4 heading into the playoffs. We'll find out where they'll go in the playoffs. Jeff, I had this conversation with somebody the other night out at the volleyball game I was at, that when was the last time you can remember that with Carroll and Kemper that neither one of them home in the playoffs in the first round? We've had so many years where Kemper's had to find another facility.
Did we have anything last year? I don't think they were last year either.
Yeah.
But so this is 2 years now. Yeah. Ever since we got the new facility, we haven't been hosted.
Yeah. So, which is kind of crazy because there were so many years where the one facility wasn't enough come playoff times, and now we're not going to have anybody here next week. But Tigers will be in the playoffs. We do have a field goal attempt coming up, and that is not Lee out there. Trying to figure out who the young man is. I can't quite see the number, Jeff. It looks like number 60. And that would be Nolan Moore. The kick is up. It is no good, off to the right. So the field goal attempt by Moore was no good. It was about a 35-yarder.
Had plenty of leg.
Yep, just off to the right. So Creston with no timeouts will have it with 1:29 remaining. Ball at their 20-yard line.
Well, the defense has to do it again. I mean, just that to it. They burnt up a little bit of time, not nearly enough with the timeouts, but they're out of timeouts now too. So don't keep them from getting first downs. They can't stop the clock too much.
Well, the Tigers look to bring some pressure. Well, they drop back into the prevent. Trips out to the right, 2 to the left. Strider wants to throw. Throws it quick. It is complete to Baker, and he's not going to gain much. Looked like he tried to spin and lose.
Down.
And they're going to call him down. Tigers said they had the football, but the gain going to be out to the 23-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 3 on the play. Looked like the ball had maybe come loose there late. Baker making the catch. They'll come back out 2nd and 7. Strider will drop back out of the shotgun, finds Berg, and he's going to be short of the first tackle, made at the 26-yard line. That's, again, going to be just a pickup of 3 on the play.
Carroll's give them all that underneath stuff. Just keep burning that clock up. Down 54 seconds.
3rd and 3, 27-yard line. They snap it with 50 seconds left. Strider scrambles out of the pocket, goes deep downfield, and the ball incomplete, and we're going to get an interference called. And Christensen going to be called for it. I think there was a little jersey pull late on that one.
Early.
Yeah.
Actually, it was early, but there was both of them were going for the ball there at the end. So it looks like they threw it late, but actually threw it in 2 spots. So they probably got both of them.
So that'll go against the Tigers here. We'll wait for the official call.
Pass interference. Number 2, 15-yard penalty. Results in a first down.
So Creston will get what they needed out of that instead of facing a 4th down.
Yep. He turned. He had a shot at the interception, and a really good job of the receiver that time when he went down to throw the arms in the air and kind of sell it to make sure he got a call.
That's going to bring up 1st and 10, ball at the 42-yard line. Trips out here to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Strider out of the shotgun. Tigers are going to come with 3. They get some pressure. They flush him out of the pocket. He has got Berg down there, but good coverage by Siebenoller. And that ball is going to fall incomplete, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Siebenoller had a chance to intercept that and got shoved in the back. If you're going to call it one way, please call it the other, because that was offensive pass interference.
Incomplete pass, stops the clock, 36 seconds left.
I'm a defensive guy.
I know
I don't like the receivers
I played both sides of the ball. I
don't like the receivers getting up, being able to shove you on an interception chance there. I mean, it was definitely impeding Siebenoller from making a catch.
Trips out to the right, 2 to the left. Fans really stomping again here. Strider out of the shotgun. Again, the Tigers come with some pressure, and this time he's going to throw it backwards out of bounds. That's going to be the flag. That'll be a loss of down. And Strider that time under pressure just chucked it out of bounds. There was no receiver around, and it went backwards.
Yeah, he threw it backwards to nobody. He's been known to panic.
Intentional grounding. The pass did not reach the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty, loss of down.
So the 5-yard penalty hurts the loss of down. It was going to be 3rd anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but that's nice. I mean, there's still a penalty. You lose 5 plus you lose it down. That's a big one. And he's been panicking. I mean, you get the pressure on him, we got him to panic, and he threw it backwards.
Yeah, you can tell that he's had a lot of pressure on him, and he's such an athlete that he gets out of the pocket quickly and uses that athleticism. 2 wide receivers out to the right and 2 to the left. 29 seconds remaining. Tigers up 21-14. Strider again. Tigers come with the blitz again. He scrambles out of the pocket. Now going to be sacked at the 29-yard line. A loss of 3, and Jeff, that could do it. Creston going to have to hurry back, and they've got guys all the way down the field. Clock is ticking right now with 14 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Cook with that sack. That's a big sack.
Strider, they are going to get a playoff. 8 seconds left, 4th and 20. He's going to drop back. Pressure comes. Pontel will chase him out. Strider looking to run, and he's going to run out of bounds with no time left on the clock, and that is going to be the ball game. That should do it. He ran out of bounds and did not get out of bounds before the clock ticked to 0. And I don't think they're going to put any time left on the clock, and that looks like it'll be the ball game. The Carroll Tigers look like they're going to win it here. And Jeff, I haven't seen the officials clear the field yet, so we'll wait and see. And there it is. They got the ball in the air, and Carroll going to hold on here tonight. They'll win their homecoming game by a final of 21-14. So a big win for the Carroll Tigers here tonight as they pick up the victory. We'll step away, take a break. Mackey Motors postgame show next here on KCIM. Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding area for over 50 years, and their #1 goal is customer satisfaction. Whether you come in to purchase a new Chevy or Buick or certified used vehicle from their knowledgeable sales staff, or get an oil change in their all-new Quick Lubes, a tune-up from their service department, or have some body work done in their state-of-the-art facility, you, the customer, are still their #1 concern. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City, a proud supporter of all area high school athletics.
Did you know that Greteman & Associates has been serving the Carroll area since 1950?
And spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hand touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. with the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I hurtin' runs off my shoulders, how can I hurt?
Here are your fourth quarter yard line winners. $100 winner, Carrie Hammer. $50 neighbor winners, Stacy Miller and Bernie Coffrin. $25 neighbor winners, Tony North and Larry Christensen. $100 winner, Carrie Hammer. The $50 winner, Stacy Miller and Bernie Coffrin. $25 winners, Tony North and Larry Christensen. Money can be picked up in the press box. Thank you.
And when I hurtin' runs off my shoulders, how can I hurt when holding you? Warm, touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching